And of course, the community is not only the community is not the only group that supports us, but also this tournament has been powered by UDFan with $1,500, by Kleine Schildpad with $1,000, and another $1,000 coming from our friends, the Scale Tippers. Exactly, you heard about them throughout the entire weekend. If you want to get your asses off the couch, if you want to step up your diet a little bit, throw these frozen pizzas out the freezer, these guys can help you with that. To get in summer shape, maybe. TheScaleTippers.com, their homepage, you step into a call with them for a little counseling, and then they build nutrition plans, workout plans that you're all able to do.
Эй, а это не запрещено показывать на ютубе?
So you can finally check out the Scale Tippers offers.
Oh, hell yeah. You know me, Neo, just
Так,
like yourself,
что мы не
always working on
открыли?
myself,
Что открыли?
especially my
Проверили
body.
трансляцию.
Can't wait to
Трансляция
get
работает.
started with
Работает
all
на
the
ютубе.
preparation that
Тоже
we have
работает.
there.
Отлично.
And as Neo has promised on stream, once the move is complete and he's becoming an outdoorsman, he's gonna hit up
Паузу
the
поставили.
outdoor gym, if you will, and become an
И
Adonis
мы
himself.
хотели
Can't
посмотреть,
wait.
что?
You know me, Remo, my body is
Сок
a
Хэппи.
temple, and I'm gonna
3.12.
A desecrated temple.
Full
Yep.
of rum and pepperoni.
It's like the decadent
Последний
last days
раз
of Rome.
Сок
That's your temple.
по 3
Oh my
выигрывал у
God.
Хэппи в 2019
Have the
году.
narrow burned it down, or is it still time?
В 19 году.
It fell very slowly at first, and
Жесть.
everything crumbled all at once.
Я предлагаю,
That
знаете,
fits
для
to you,
статистики
I feel.
открыть w3 Champions.
Unless you
W3
get started with
Champions.
scale tippers.
Champions.
Okay, they might just
Save
save me.
yourself.
Посмотреть
Okay.
статистику в
Jesus
ладере.
You're running
Christ.
out of time.
I feel so appreciated. Yeah. What can I
Community
say?
needs you, Neo. You need
Получается, Хапач
we can't do it without you.
All right. I mean, yeah. What can?
Против
I think,
Сока.
there's no way out of there anymore. We got our people in the lobby gonna do the pick and ban.
Чё, нету игр?
Happy and Sock. I
Наверное,
have
на
an
другом
announcement to
профиле
make,
есть игры у
because
Хэппи.
last week, no, this week, the beginning of this week,
Ну, давайте
I
тогда
tweeted,
вот так вот
there's
Сасха.
been a new
Матч
record of
Сок.
games played on w3champions. And you know what? Yesterday, Saturday,
Сок.
apparently was gaming
Есть
time for the
игры.
Warriors
Есть одна
community. They were
победа.
all watching and playing at the same time because
Как раз,
we
которую
blew
мы вчера
the
видели.
record
Победа
out of the water and raised
3
it by
февраля
500
была.
games to
Там Хэппи играл первым героем, Лич был.
7,871. To the moon with that number.
Nice.
Out the
guy.
wall.
Оп-оп, народ
Oh,
взлетел.
oi. Very
Где
good.
чат?
Guys, I'm proud.
Чат здесь. Алексей, Серж, Кассер, Импульс. Всем привет.
Dude, water and dispel. That's like the two words that trigger something in your brain immediately.
It also triggers you, which is the best part.
Ждем старта. Сок уже, да, очень хорошо, в принципе, то, что он в полуфинале выиграл Чимика 3-0 и выиграл 3-1 Фокуса, уже говорит о том, что настроен на победу. Может быть, нас сегодня удивит и в игре против Хэппи. Но фаворит тут явный Хапач. Не только в этой паре, но и на всем турнире. Хотя, блин, вчера такое дерби было против Фоги, Хэппи играл, я думал, там будет просто на изи, как и до этого всех соперников Хэппи проходил легко, так и должны быть были игры с Фоги, но нет. Вчера было опасно. Фоги мог еще и затащить в Бо-5. Хэппи всю игру камбэчил, получается. Он первую проиграл, потом выиграл, потом снова проиграл, потом победил, и вот был равный счет 2-2, решающая пятая. Так, к сетке вернемся немного. С нижней сетки, в принципе, мы верхнюю сетку сейчас сказали, все озвучили. Ну вот, нижняя сетка здесь у нас Sini, который играл с двумя орками. У обеих выиграл 3-1, 3-2. И LawLiet, получается, против Sini, который играл с Хавком и с Colorful. Кстати, очень интересные игры были LawLiet Colorful, и очень интересные игры были Colorful против Старбака. Это тут Ро 16 я не смотрел в верхней сетке. И вот это тоже я не смотрел, Сок против Фокуса.
He went probably Warden first.
Ну, может быть, пару карт отожмет у Хапача, не более. Ну, блин, пару карт у Хэппи отжать — это уже достижение. А если у Хэппи отжать Бо-5, я говорю, в 2019 году последний раз Сок обыгрывал Хэппи, и если он сейчас выиграет у него Best of 5, ну, можно заканчивать, в принципе, карьеру в Варкрафте.
Это мне нравится.
Привет, Кассер Трой, еще
Ты
раз.
лучший стример.
А нет, не еще раз. Я не писал пока ничего в чате. Спасибо за поддержку. Приветствую. Напиши что-нибудь в чате. Комментаторы говорят про эмуляцию. Ну а что говорить про эмуляцию? Пока рано говорить про эмуляцию. Здесь у нас Undead Human сейчас будет. Дальше, да, обсудим эту эмуляцию. Эмуляцию еще не раз, и, ну, как ее увидим, так и обсудим.
Was in 2019. It's been almost 2 years and 3 months. That was at the Gold League winter season in the group stage. Quite unbelievable. Happy took that tournament, if I remember correctly. What was it, Lynn? I'm not too sure. Afterwards, in those 2.5 or 2.25 years, Sok was able to win exactly 1 map in Show Cup. That's quite horrendous stats, but Carson is going to tell you why this match is closer than the stats suggest.
Well, Sok is always a grinder, and you know what? He's always an innovator of the race. Him and Chemiko, the past, what, 3,
Ладно, я
4,
попытаюсь
5 years have been on the cutting edge of the meta of human, and when a new patch comes
не
along,
ошибиться.
Sok is the one to innovate. Sok is the one to innovate, and there's plenty of different cool strategy we've been seeing, even from Happy himself on his off race. We've been seeing a lot of one base from the human, and maybe some Mountain King first. We saw Sok at Rawr Land doing very, very good against X-Lord. And X-Lord, you know what? Sometimes he might even be as good as Happy in this
Да,
match,
все правильно
you know?
написал.
And Sok managed to do it there, and god damn it, he can do it here, Neo.
Я за Хуванов играю с 2007 года и еще с компьютерных клубов. Топим за Хуванов и вообще за них всю дорогу. Я понял тебя. Но будем на самом деле топить и за Сока, и за... Кто будет в игре проигрывать, за того и будем болеть. Как бы, если тут как бы будет первая игра без шансов, как бы за Хэппи, то, естественно, мы будем потом за Сока топить и вдвойне. Вдвойне сильнее. Хочется, потому что интриги, хочется, чтобы были качели, были равные игры, интересные, смотрибельные, эмоции, все дела. Смотрим. С уважением к императору, конечно, мне хочется немного за Хумана топить. Ну, слушайте, Хуманы действительно давно ничего не выигрывали. Может быть, реально пора. Сегодня тот день. Тот самый день. В 21 веке ворваться в историю.
But yeah, I would 100% agree that Sok, if he's prepared, and I think he had a lot of time to prepare, is ready for this. They played
в 23-м году.
Prior to this, and it's always think that's a little odd when you have a semi-final coming up against your opponent, and you play that match. Why would you do that? Wouldn't you just quit? To not show strategies? But anyway,
в последнем патче Хуманов как-то меняли. Да, добавили ХП рабочим. Потом сделали по стоимости дешевле кузницу. Сделали по стоимости дешевле рифлов, насколько я знаю, если не откатили и не убрали в итоге в конечном патче. Именно по ресурсам сделали дешевле и по дереву. По голде все то же самое, осталось по дереву. Потом изменили, по-моему, манадрейн понерфили. Не бафнули, а понерфили манадрейн. И бафнули еще, по-моему, по голде опять же сделали дешевле стафы. Вроде все.
And the first map has started already, but we couldn't start this best of 5 before we get the tail of the tape. And as we said, the stats are quite horrendous when you look at it from Sock's perspective. But this is also the first proving ground for Happy against Human on this patch. We haven't seen the tier 3 changes, maybe the Rifleman changes, the 10 HP on Peasants just yet. This will show us how strong Undead still is against Human, and if there's still liches to be seen as well, or what the play is. Let's get it on, everybody. w3champions Season 13, semi-final number 1. It's Happy versus Sock. And there we go, bottom right-hand side.
Let's go.
For Korea and the Freaks, we got
Насколько сильнее Димка стал выжигать юнитов? Гораздо сильнее. Сейчас на первом левеле 14 урона за секунду. Лич первым героем от Хэппи. Да ладно, ритуал понерфили, он Лича все равно играет.
Almost certainly. Unless Sock refuses to fast expand himself, then it might be a one-base game.
Так что там за вопрос? Насколько сильнее стал Димка выжигать? Ну, чатик сейчас скажет. Я не знаю, сколько раньше была эмоляция, но ее просто не использовали, поэтому я и не знаю, сколько она раньше была. Ну, как я понял, ее в 2 раза увеличили. В 2 раза она стала сильнее. Типа 14, по-моему, урона на первом уровне. Что-то там 20 с копейками на втором левеле. То есть очень жестко на самом деле выжигает сейчас эмоляция.
I feel like this telestaff and boots, this entire middle area around the shop, might be crucially important early game and for the entire game.
I look at Twitch chat a little bit while Remo gives you this introduction about the early game. This feels a little bit like Raraland when Sock was playing against X-Lord. He was the big fan favorite, even though the tournament...
Там удешевили рефлоп, и саму кузницу удешевили тоже. Она дешевле по дереву стала. Ну, круто, что понерфили монодрейн. Потому что против андедов вот очень хорошо работало, когда паладин с реплами и с бладмейджем. Просто ты не мог ни одного репла ему убить. У тебя еще плюс ману высасывают все. Лич на Харасе. А тут артефакты очень хорошего Архимага. Перчатка, цирклетка. На самом деле Архимаг зря отбегает от Лича. По-моему, он сам может накидывать неплохо. Так, сейчас полечу, пока он был без скелетов, здесь без гулей. Сейчас уже гульки со скелетами подошли. Новый влетает, нужно отходить. Доконтроливает Хэппи. Не доконтроливает Хэппи гулю. Должен гулю это еще одно забирать, Сок. Ой, ну Хэппи убивает всех рабочих. Сейчас, конечно, вот эти рабочие 3 новых раба превратятся скоро и начнут, ну, продолжат строить здания. Все равно. Хэппи 5 рабочих убил, получается. Столько берут на крипинг Хумана.
Looking at Happy's main base. Only 2 ghouls there to do something. Instead, it's 4 ghouls over at the expansion, harassing again, getting more kills. And Happy's trying to distract from his own expansion play and is finding a lot of...
Хорошо, что монодрейн понерфили, а то все турниры Сок и Чаек забирали. Да я не про турниры говорю на самом деле. Я говорю про ладер, про ММР, который у меня. Очень сложно против паладина реплоп играть на моем ММРе. Слушайте, очень много гулей убивает Сок. Уже 3-й уровень, 2-й элементали. Ну, что рабочие делают у Сока? Почему они бегают, пытаются тут воевать? Им нужно строить. Блин, долго, конечно, база строится. Да, конечно, Хэппи потерял там 3-4 гули, но, черт возьми, сколько он рабочих здесь убил, и база очень-очень долго строилась. В итоге смотрим, кто быстрее Т2 нажмет. В принципе, у Хэппи вот-вот будет готово, ну, будет хватать ресурсов. Интересно, что на экспанде у Хапача. Там, кажется, 2 зиккурата строятся, да, один грейдится, одного акарита не хватает, последнего акарита сделал. Осталось накопить голду, делать нерубку на мейне. Ну и продолжает харасить. Сапоги закупил. Поэтому на лоу хп тут может бегать, в принципе, не так страшно. Архимаг, правда, тоже с сапогами. Поэтому должен все равно Лича он догонять. Хэппи нужен 3-й уровень. Сейчас, смотрите, специально не будет новую кидать. Ждет, пока 3-й левел получится. С одного фута добьет, 3-й уровень будет, и уже 2-я новую. То 2-ю новую уже будет использовать. У Хэппи до сих пор Т1. Слушайте, а он фута не добил, что ли? Не получил он 3-й уровень. В итоге пришлось 1-ю новую кидать в Архимага. И Хэппи Акалита съел, кстати. Но у него Т2 он Т2 не прожал, так что должен Акалита восстанавливать. Но я не вижу, чтобы он Акалита восстанавливал. Пошло Т2. Чуть-чуть быстрее у Сока Т2 в итоге. Слушайте, у меня такое чувство, что Сок впереди.
And that definitely brings Sock back to a degree. He's trying to cancel that necropolis.
О, телепорт. А магазин есть? А магазина нету.
But okay, we have a game. We're approaching the mid game. There was a 7-minute 30 tech by Happy.
А, нет, есть магазин, есть. На экспанде магазин есть, он закупился после телепорта. Сразу вижу, у него есть в инвентаре девайсы. Хилка Кларити. Хэппи будет играть в воздух. Скорее всего, третьим героем будет Дредлорд. Ну, потому что Сок будет играть через вертолеты. А против вертолетов кто нужен? Дредлорд со свармом. Либо панда, да. Панда тоже как вариант. А, чё панда? Панда для Хэппи нет. Панда для Хэппи это будет плохой вариант. А, кстати, это не гарги, это финды все-таки. Просто я видел 2 барака, и я думал, что все-таки Хапач будет делать гарг. Он так играл против хумнов много раз на ладере. 2 склепа и масгарг. On casters and breakers in this matchup, I think Knight's Gyros is still the way to go if you can micro it properly. But then again, having a few priests T3, T3.
Very helpful. I would like to see one Sanctum only and then Knight's Gyros. I think that is the way to.
Мартиры, кони, присты с иннерфайром.
This is the one matchup where perhaps you can suit them in. Because normally Happy with this strat always follows up with
вертолеты. Кстати, мартиры навряд ли будут. Хотя... Я думаю, это будет просто вертолеты и кони с пристами. Хуман быстрее? Да не намного, на самом деле, он быстрее. Ну, я говорю, начало здесь было как-то больше... Мне нравилось, как сок разменивается, как он убивает гулей, быстрее третий левел получил.
Humans haven't properly realized yet. That makes Rifle Caster way better. Because the hard counter Rifle Caster, unintuitively, wasn't A-bombs, wasn't Disease Cloud, it was Banshees with Fiends. With anti-magic, you could never kill anything. But now that it can be dispelled, I think Rifle Casters can be played once more. As we always knew, Neo, Inner Fire Rifles is the best thing ever.
Yeah, since WCG Xi'an, of course.
Shout out to Todd in chat, who I'm sure agrees with me.
As always. We got a One of the Wind that makes it so a Destroyer would maybe be necessary to dispel against that. 2 footmen down, 1 to the Undead, 1 to the Creeps. Happy with great scouting. At this point, do we even have to mention this? The scouting is always out of this world.
Плохо, что сок отдает свои точки. Он, в принципе, с МК мог посражаться здесь. У него тем более циклон есть. Типа, кидаем молот, укусим финда, потом циклон на деку, и финда убиваем. Там тем более никакой закопки нету. Арбы пока нету. Можно было разменять этих футов. Их нужно было разменять. Они сейчас уже мясом. Только лимит занимают. Этих футманов нужно заменять на более качественный лимит. Спелбрейкера подстроить, там, коня сделать. Хэппи перекрипит сейчас просто. По раскачке мы смотрим уже впереди.
Tri-hero combo, but again, it's all about levels. You can talk about the hero's potential as much as you want, but if you don't have the levels required, it doesn't matter. Level 1 Paladin is okay, but to be really strong, he needs more. But once the Paladin gets level 3, or perhaps even level 4, that's where we can expect Sok to pull ahead if he does pull ahead.
Интересно, сколько стафов купит сок?
I don't think so. You got tons of units. You got schools, you got A-bombs coming soon. At least if he continues to play like in the...
Чтобы с андедом размениваться хорошо, да, в плюс размениваться Хуман, нужно иметь 3 стафа. Особенно, когда у тебя паладин пока там первого уровня всего. Не, с гулями там разберутся, на самом деле. Блин, хапача на гораздо больше. Гораздо больше хэппи здесь. Циклон на ДК, отличная нова на перегруппировке, все замедление. О, доджит инвул. Инвулом, точнее, доджит болт. Это было красиво. Ай, не успевает финда подлечить. В итоге 2 финда умирают. А нет, успеет? Нет, не успевает подлечить. В итоге Койл кидает Хэппи в МК, которого стафают. И что-то где-то у Сока лимита нету. Хлопача еще гули прибегают с мейна. Кстати, стафнули МК и задиспелили. Иначе его бы убили, наверное, да, пока он там стоял бы, лечился на базе. Слушайте, Сок просто не успел отстроиться. Хэппи очень четко пришел по таймингу. Как он делает против эльфов, да, там вперед третьего героя, как только Т3 доделается, покупает арбу, сразу же делает апгрейд на френзи, сразу же делает апгрейд на дестройеров и в атаку. И только с экспандом. Не докрепливаю там свою лабораторию, к примеру, да, там шоп на маркетплейсе, либо красную точку. сразу приходит и навязывает борьбу. А Сок просто не успел отстроиться. Вроде как были технологии, по технологиям Сок чуть впереди, там Т3 раньше прожал, но он только начал строить армию на Т3. У него появилась возможность строить коней только на Т3, а у Хэппи как бы, ну, финды там, и нужно делать были апгрейды на Т3 и купить арбу. Да, тут ГГшка. 2 стафнутых коня, вертолеты, мусор. Нету у Хэппи ни одного дестройера, чтобы как-то вертолеты здесь влететь.
He's fighting like crazy. Mountain King with the clap, still trying to go for some kills. It works against single fiends here and there, but it's also a little bit of dead supply in terms of gyros. And the Pally is never really part of this. Always hurt, always dead. And now it's a level 5 Lich, and you know what that means.
Вот в тот момент, когда Хэппи пришел к Соку, желательно Соку быть бы рядом там с мейном Хэппи. И заставить Хапача сделать телепорт, чтобы ты успел отстроиться. Там не хватило буквально минуты времени, чтобы Сок бы успел отстроиться. Там появилось бы 5 коней, 5 вертолетов, и ты уже, в принципе, можешь сражаться. ГГ. Нужно признать, что в этой игре Сок убил много финдов. Ну слушай, когда убирает финт и умирает конь, а потом еще умирает конь, еще один конь, и потом только еще умирает один финт, как бы 2 финда на 3 коня, сам понимаешь, как бы ты 2 юнит на Т3 юнит, как бы Койл у тебя 2, а HolyLight у тебя 1.
Whereas the human, when they reach tier 3, they need to get their paladin out of the altar, not out of the tavern. They need to get knights, which is the main force in their army. They can't build those literally until they're tier 3. They need to get
И нового там еще бах, в эти кони влетают, они под замедлением. Финды под аурой бегают, не догнать.
Almost always, even unless their tech is like severely behind. So if Sok defends there that initial timing, he's in a good
Я говорю, чуть-чуть времени хватило Соку.
But he has to defend that timing as long as Happy plays clean. Almost always 55 or 70 fighting army supply. And that's why we see Sok just really close to holding on, but Happy's timing is just perfect. And he also creeps faster, so he has DK level 3 earlier than Mountain King level 3 for Sok. That was pretty much a perfect game from Happy. I didn't see
Привет, Кеш.
any mistakes that game.
Maybe despite the later-ish tech, but this was also Happy's first map pick. Now comes Sok first map pick, and that's supposed to be the strongest human map according to Sok, and he picks Last Refuge. So Tidehunter is always the easiest expansion, also the easiest expansion to harass. Let's see how things change.
Чекойчик покажу. Воу-воу-воу. Полегче. Смотрите момент. Когда Хэппи идет в атаку. Вот он, момент, Хэппи идет в атаку. Вот у него доделал 3, делает Гулям Френзи, делает апгрейд сейчас на дестройеров закажет. На центре должен взять героя. И гули, смотрите, побежали от гули по мини-карте. Вот я увидел и говорю, что все, Хэппи уже пошел. В этот момент у Сока 50 лимита. У него заказывают только апгрейды, у него тоже только доделалось Т3. И у него еще нету армии, нету эффективной армии. У него там присты, у него там футы. И вот, кстати, Сок находится на центре, ему нужно было бежать все-таки к Хапачу. Бежать к Хэппи, заставить его сделать телепорт, вернуться к себе. И тогда, может, время хватило у Сока отстроиться. Вот в этом моменте. Вот в этом моменте. Здесь вот не возвращаться через всю карту, а бежать к Хапачу. Деньги есть, но они не реализованы. Все в заказе. Конь в заказе. 58 лимитов всего. Мало. на 71. У ХПЧа уже готовый лимит, плюс есть еще 2 потенциальных дестройера, да, 2 тележки. 2 апгрейда на атаку. По апгрейдам тоже лучше.
Next to the natural gold mine, there's so many camps to go for. You start with the green camp next to your main anyways, so the AM level 3 is pretty easy while also defending your expansion. I've always been of the opinion that it's one of the best maps for human in this matchup. Sok seems to agree. Happy is scouting around and is not going for the fast expo. He's playing instant harass Lich. Hello.
Okay, then let's thank our supporters a little bit before things get really wild. Vogelwiese 13-month, Oatmeal Soufflé 5-month resub, Harizane 21-month, FC Champra. Oh, F Champ Rara for 8-month, Xanoland $10, Epic Chance 10 HP, Be Bygone with the bits, Xanoland also with the sub, Kamoki with the raid, and now things get dicey. Lich with the first item, that's a replenishment potion, that's pretty good.
He blasted. Happy gets that one. If the AM grabs that, that would have been him on level 2, I believe. Yeah, because the Acolyte. That would have been enormous, honestly, for the early game, but doesn't quite get it.
Я вчера сидел и говорил о том, что сегодня, ну не сегодня, а Лича понерфили, и скорее всего мы больше его не увидим. И что мы видим сегодня? Хэппи второй раз подряд берет Лича. Сок экспанд будет ставить, если ему дадут это сделать. Или все-таки Т2 сейчас прожмет. Нет, добавляет рабочих. Сейчас будет все-таки базу ставить. Да, побежали рабочие. Блин, ну рядом Лич с маной. У него еще и реплейджмент. По-моему, Сок сейчас выйдет. Он пригнал сюда 7 или 8 рабочих, чтобы забрать. Да пофиг на этот денай. Пофиг на этот денай. Он сейчас все равно убьет он фута. Соку-то что делать? У него Т2 до сих Т1 до сих пор.
Incredible pressure by Happy, not giving Sok an inch. Basically, since the Lich spawned, it was all
Т1 до сих пор. 500 голды, 500 дерева. 600 дерева почти.
What can you do with tier 1 human? Not so much. A footman falls on the left-hand side. That's level 2. That means more mana and that means more trouble for Sok.
Слушай, там гарги прилетят и все.
Footies push the Lich away, and finally the expansion starts. Nice creeping here. I think Carson's quite fond of this one. Just one Water Elemental and Militia take that one out. While the AM and Footies attempt to control the Lich who ran back. And
очень много времени Хэппи выиграл.
So finally the expansion is coming up, but man, that was a very successful delay. Happy can start his tier 3 here in just a moment. At the same time that the town hall is beginning.
На 5-й минуте ставить экспанд. На 6-й минуте ставить экспанд.
Rather stick to the norm, rather go for the DK, level up the Lich to 3 and then try again. Happy knows he has all the time in the world and this must feel really comfortable. Of course, there's a time, or there's a clock ticking again.
Сейчас Хэппи докрепит 3-й и придет еще раз на экспанд. Розетку надо сделать. Было бы круто, если бы Хэппи еще поставил второй барак и сделал бы гарг. Сейчас бы первые гарги прилетели. И все, и там вышку бы не поставил Сок. А у него антиэра никакого нету, кроме Архимага. Хотя Архимаг со вторыми элементалями против 2 гарг первых легко справился бы.
will be cancelled though. Archmage looks at the right hand side, sees the position of the Lich and has to decide if he wants to commit to the slaughterhouse or not. Happy gets the cancel, but very, very late. Archmage, this must be another Nova soon.
Отличная Нова.
All the footmen. Oh, that's so much damage. They will all fall.
ДК выйдет, подлечит Лича. А нет, ДК вышел, подлечил Фута.
Also, low HP. Doesn't call the Lich, calls the Ghoul. Okay, Happy.
The confidence, dude.
Потому что все под контролем у Хэппи. Он видит, что Лича никто не бьет. Подлечил Гулю.
That was quite some mana invested. This was no early creeping. We kept him busy and time for Sok to catch up and tag. That's working to a degree, but still much work to do for the human.
This looked kind of costly, but it may have been a brilliant play by Sok. He lost a bunch of footies, but he delayed with Slaughterhouse by 40 seconds. That's a big deal, and he drained tons of mana out of the DK. And the Lich didn't get a level up. Oh, but also Happy, very aware that Sok is trying to heal up. This Nova is gonna do great damage. Oh, 2 footy kills right away.
Отличная Нова. Опять же, да, то есть он не кинул нового Фута, а кинул Вархимага, задел 2 футманов, добил их. Прожимать хилку. Архимаг с хилкой не прожимает ее почему-то. Проснулся.
Is this stressful for Sok? Jeez Louise. Double Slaughterhouse is coming. Tier 2 for Sok is up. And DK chasing. Lots of vision for both players. What do they do with this information?
Double Slaughterhouse means towers. You need to build lots of towers, because most likely Mass Destroyers is coming.
Double Rex already.
Okay. Rifles normally not good enough to fight out in the open, but perhaps once you've stabilized. But yeah, you need to get ready for the bust, because it's gonna be good old school Destroyer bust here by the look of things. Tier 3 about to finish.
Рифлы мортиры, что ли?
Thank you, Late 2 for the sub, Alaska State Walker 3 team for the 3 gifted subs, X7 Tech for the sub. Much support coming in for the season finals. That is an awesome reward for the work we put in this tournament. DK, finally some time to creep for level 2, Aura, and higher level coils as the statues are coming in to provide some more mana regeneration. Sok is following your lead. This is Destroyers, but they are
Нет, Касл.
much in the back.
Т3.
Maybe that is fixable later.
Будет как-то жить до появления вертолетов, коней.
And a workshop as well for gyros. Oh my god, Happy again with the big mana potion. 2 out of 2.
Perhaps not gonna be a level 3 DK though in that case. Maybe not too
Сейчас контроль карты у Хэппи. Может все точки закрепить. В итоге МК будет первого левела бегать.
Could be in the expansion, could be in the main base. Both are perfectly viable to go for. So Sok has to fortify both positions. He also needs gyros. The choice of double barracks over double workshop, maybe not the right one. He's going double workshop now, but it's a bit late.
That Rax at the expansion was also blocking the path for the undead heroes. Maybe that helped a little bit for the peasants to not get slaughtered. It's still a 2-base advantage. Let's not forget about that. Happy this time not expanding at all. So Sok, the longer he survives, the better it is for him. Item, Invul Potion, never bad, but here's the bust and it's a big one.
4 дестройера. Вышек много. 2 арканки. Вертолеты есть. 3 гвардовские. Sini старается. Все равно урона очень много. Плюс сплэш работает от дестройеров, пока они с маной. Да, гули грызут, но вылетает в рабочих. Оп, дестройеры поддиспарили элементали, еще мана. И одна вышка в итоге только осталась. И кем сражаться, антиэра нету. Еще один элементаль. Дилемму лучше не вызывать вообще. Гиге. Можно выходить. 32 на 57 лимита. Экспанд Хэппи пробил.
expansion is getting absolutely demolished. Peasants taken out, towers taken out, and Sok has just simply no army.
He got tier 3 now, gets a mana potion out, invo potion needs to be popped on the flip side, and that's yet another win for Happy. Emperor reigning as ever, also an undead versus human.
Old school, very, very old school. I remember doing this strat back in like 2012, every single game against human, but unlike me, just blindly
9к урона.
to try to get a cheese victory. Happy actually did that with purpose. He did that because, of course, the expansion was so delayed. When the expansion's delayed, the tech is delayed, and Happy with the Lich Harass just follows it up perfectly. Even though he didn't kill a lot of peasants, I don't even know if he killed any.
Но очень поздний экс был.
Unlike game number 1, he knew that he delayed the tech and the economy enough, even if he didn't force peasant rebuilds, even if he didn't hurt the lumber economy at all, really. He knew that he could break the expansion with 2 Slaughterhouse, which isn't very common at all, at least from what I've seen recently. I can't remember the last time I saw this from like a top tier undead player, but it worked out perfectly. Sok was not ready at all, and I do think the defense could have been a little bit better from Sok initially with the repair. I think his peasants were just on auto repair, not the mechanics that we're used to seeing from Sok, but still was probably near impossible to hold.
Alright, and as Sok is struggling, we're getting closer and closer to the $5,500 prize pool. Webinok with the $30, so we're standing at $5,399. Also more subs coming in. Thank you, Kasha-Navarral, of course, for the 1-year resub, and Heiner Müller with the 21. Carson, can you say Heiner Müller in the perfect German?
Heiner Müller. Good?
Flawless. Flawless, absolutely flawless.
Did I say a bad word?
Nope, not at all.
Oh,
That's good.
okay, good. There's still time, guys. There's still time. Just donate some words. I'll say them.
I'd never risk the integrity of my channel for this little joke. Come on.
Yeah, I'm sure. Never ever.
Stressful times for Sok. This is a 2-0 lead for Happy, which means 3 match points. Is there a way to strike back for Korean, or will Happy, the reigning champion, be in the finals once again? The map that will tell us is Concealed Hill.
And Sok is going back to the ace up his sleeve. Precisely. Mountain King first, just like he did against X-Lord at Rara Land on Concealed Hill.
That's no expansion then, is it?
I always argue that on Concealed Hill, if you see a build, you shouldn't expand anyways. Now, in the past, I was aware that when you don't expand, you play, one base tier 3 rifles, which had some downsides. Pretty expensive.
МК первым героем.
And also, Banshee is very strong. All
Peach
this
первым героем.
Heroes cheaper, items cheaper, Banshee's weaker. This is all greatly going in favor of human. I think Sok could have had a great,
Тут вот против МК, возможно, будут Гарги.
But with the MK first, I guess that one's out of the question. What is this gonna be now? With his MK first against X-Lord, it was almost always expansion, wasn't it?
It's so tough. To be honest, it's all a blur to me, this whole Rara Land shebang. I don't remember the specifics of these games too much. Just the enthusiastic crowd and me being overjoyed by every moment. But yeah, this is rare to see. And what's the build? Is it Stormbolt Bash without an Archmage? Is it still Clap against Ghouls? Because Happy is certainly playing Ghouls. Sok knows Footman Harass as you do. And we're positioning both players towards the human expansion in the upper left.
I think if he's expanding, he's definitely going Clap to deal with the incoming Ghouls. One base probably more going to be Bash. But this is the 4th farm, boys. We know what that means. Expo coming up. Sok risking it all. He's throwing the dice. Happy is across the table.
With level 2. There we go. Militia. Not called. Repositioned, rather. They're all hurt already. Happy didn't tech either. It's about time. He has, of course, the perfect information with the Scout Acolyte still alive. And he's also not going for that Expo spot. Sok, what are you doing?
He's taking his time. He knows he's gonna need a lot of militia.
Оп, Лича. Лича. Ловим Лича. Хорош. Можно будет экспанчат без проблем поставить. И башни сработал.
Sok
А, баш-то нет, потому что клэп. А вот это вот зря. Был бы баш, возможно, Лич бы не улетал. Ну, улетал бы только на телепорте, а не на персоналке. В любом случае, это хороший старт уже для Сока, то, что он сейчас Лича так дал, крипится здесь. Уф, какой клэп. Шикарный. Естественно, Лич добивает Гнола. Зря, наверное, потратил молоток в Лича. Лучше бы клэп использовал. Ой, колечко, колечко. Добить кольцо, надо добить кольцо. Не добил.
Is available as well for healing. Disaster?
The ghouls here also worry me. Lots of them still super healthy. If the ghoul numbers were lower, maybe Soccer tried to expand here in a second. If you can expand with lots of peasants, you can catch up in economy. If lots of peasants are still alive, that means lots of lumber, fast tech follow-up. But Happy's delaying everything here so well. He gets the level 3 from the next kill. The Lich.
Также, конечно, Хэппи своего Лича зонит. GG 3-0.
Happy will go to the grand final again.
Yeah, Carson, any comforting words for the humans out there?
Oh, my poor boy. My poor boy. It was just, it was a little too,
Это было быстро.
just go right in and go for the clap on those ghouls, right? He went for the money clap initially.
Лучше бы баш прокачал на втором уровне. Катер троид. Теперь тогда вангуй, что будет в следующей паре. В принципе, можешь сразу сванговать, что будет в следующей паре, и сказать, что будет в финале. Ну, какой счет. Ну и матчи за третье место, какой будет счет заранее. Сразу все пиши. Посмотрим, насколько ты прав. Здесь-то предсказать было несложно. Например, ты вот вчера смотрел игры Хэппи против Фоги? Ты ванговал, что будет 3-2? Сегодня поставил на Емельяненко 1000 такого избиения деда я давно не видел. Просрал 1000 за 30 секунд. Ну вот. Получается, даже Ванга, да, ошибается.
Emperor strong as ever and a way better Happy than yesterday in my opinion.
Yeah, there was no real mistakes. I'm trying to think of game 2 if there was any serious errors. There wasn't. No, that was just a flawless series pretty much. Yeah, that was a flawless. There was no mistake. If you look at that strategically, that whole series, there was no mistakes. Maybe like slight mechanical errors, maybe slight inefficient movement, maybe, but you'd be really nitpicking to find any mistakes in all 3 of those games strategically whatsoever. I think game 1 was the most standard for sure. Game 2 and game 3 a little bit reactionary, a little bit weird, of course. But yeah, just pretty close to perfect.
Right. Well,
all right, we're adding him.
A wonderful little post-game interview here, and I'm very curious how you guys what the questions will be. Remo, Master of Ceremonies.
Happy, hello! Congratulations for your moving into the grand final once again. 3-0 against Sock here in the first game of the day. Very fast, faster than we expected. What did you expect from Sock going into?
He can't hear you right now, apparently. Sorry, Remo.
Wait a second, we're gonna fix the audio and then we're good to go. In the meantime, I can say that we're getting close to the $5,500 as we got Folk and Silk Carrier buying more profile pictures.
Hello?
Рэма задал вопрос, и Хэппи этого не слышал.
Thank you.
Hear us?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, quick game for you seemed almost easier than against Foggy yesterday. Here, beating Sock in less than an hour, faster than we thought it was going to go down. What did you expect from Sock and from your semifinal game today? Thinking about the match,
I expected to win.
Based.
Was there anything strategically that surprised you? We had Archmage first and MK first. You switched it up a bit, but you seem to be ready for everything.
I think I got lucky in third game by surrounding his Mountain King, and in second game I think his expansion was way too late. Like I had a good early, also lucky too because I got a replenishment potion.
Yeah, very well played. Certainly, we'll see you later on in the final.
Replenishment,
Carson,
конечно,
anything
во
on your
второй
mind?
игре, по-моему, очень хорошо
How do you
зашел.
feel about this matchup after the patch, human versus
Или в
undead?
первой
Do you
игре.
think the human buffs were enough? Do you think the undead nerfs were too much? Do you have any general thoughts on this matchup in particular?
Yeah, even before the patch it was imbalanced in favor of human. So yeah,
Alright.
it's 10 times worse.
Well, good thing you're 10 times better than everybody, and good luck in the grand finals.
Thank you.
Thank you, Happy. See you later. There we go. The Emperor reigns. Big Demi with a 3-0. And yeah, we were asking ourselves yesterday, will there be a w3 Champions Grand Final without Happy? The answer is a clear no. That also means that we will not get the historic Korean Grand Final that we've been waiting for. No. And now we'll figure out who his opponent is. It is going to be a Night Elf, 100%. Is it a Korean or is it a Chinese? Because Sini is challenging LawLiet. We get things on the road, do the pick and ban, get LawLiet's camera ready, and then semi-final time.
Каким
Who are you
еще-то
rooting for,
дестройеров
everybody?
убивать?
LawLiet for back-to-back
Вертолет
not back-to-back finals, but a rematch
плохой
from
антиэр,
season
но их
11,
нужно скопить
or
очень
the
много.
big underdog
А там вертолетов
in
было столько,
Sini.
сколько
Game
дестройеров.
coming up.
Естественно,
Back to
они
just a
не
little break,
помогли,
giving you more time to
не
boost the prize pool
справились.
to 5,500 and check
И
out
как бы дестройеры
w3champions.com
еще с маной, с сплэш
support.
работает. По вертолетам также сплэш
I'm
работает.
supposed to plug w3 Champions, of course. Almost forgot about that. w3 Champions is the best server in the history of Warcraft 3 servers. Better than Battle.net ever was, better than NetEase ever was, better than W3 Arena ever was. All you gotta do is check out w3champions.com, click the download now button, do what they say, and download a little executable now, install, and then you have an add-on to your main menu, where you have the best multiplayer experience there ever was. 30 servers around the globe, low ping for all regions, even the Oceania and South American region.
Есть у
And also
кого-нибудь инфа?
matchmaking for all,
Гранд-финал
skill ranges,
B7
whether
будет
you're
или
as good
B5?
as the people, or you think you're as good as the people in our tournament, or you're just starting out, coming back, doesn't matter. We have a grass league for you amateurs out there. And then you grind the ladder, climb up the ranks, gather some profile pictures, and maybe enjoy some fun modes as well, as we have Dota, Banjo Ball, Random Heroes, Legion TD, I think, still. You can all do it. And we're breaking records here in terms of activity. You look at this, the games per day. It was 6,600 at the start of January. We boosted it up and broke the record to 7,430 last week. And now, thanks to the advertisement of Back to Warcraft showcasing the w3 Champions Grand Final, 7,800 next week, or maybe today. I want this to be 8,000 for the highest activity on w3 Champions ever. You can, of course, help them out if you think playing, I'm a little too old for playing. Don't have to do that, but I can help with moderation or PR or graphics work. Hit them up on the w3 Champions Discord. Say hello to Sefit, who's basically in charge of that. Or if you want to do some coding work, there were some wonderful people, 2 of them, who finalized the automated tournaments. They are coming soon. The test yesterday was successful, but if you want to push the feature list of w3 Champions even higher, and you can code JavaScript, C#, .NET, jQuery, Rust, TypeScript, or Node, we got some work for you over there. The volunteers of w3 Champions build an amazing platform, but we can do always even better. Now you got the time to join the Discord and hit them up. Check the support section of Back to Warcraft as well if you want to help our lights to stay up. And then we're back with semifinal number 2, LawLiet versus Sini, in just a little bit. W3champions finals, and we are in the second final with LawLiet versus Sini. I think it is expected for LawLiet to improve, but it's Night of War, so literally everything can happen. And this is Sini's best tournament result ever, and he surprised us twice in the previous ceremony, because he eliminated quite some big names, and we were almost shocked when we saw that. First, it was
Soen.
and then it was Hitman.
Yeah, I think particularly the Soen
поклялся служить Нерзу. Проси,
3-1. Soen's got a
приказывай,
map in a first
слушаю.
game, I believe.
Так предначертано судьбой.
That was
Проси, да будет
That's kind of the
так.
Soen special. He's
Твоя
so
воля
good against
исполнится.
as all the top workers are.
Я поклялся
The
служить
other
Ну как он вызывает так? А можно мне вызвать? Ну это чит.
Yesterday, to me, it was almost a flawless day for LawLiet. That night of Murder was absolutely crazy. Another second night of Murder in a row for LawLiet. After defeating Hawk there as well. He is in shape, he's confident, and he's ready to grab a title.
Почему Лич так тупит?
Night of Mirror, it's oftentimes about items, but we love the LawLiet versus Colorful series. Just yesterday,
Ну он опять вызвал быстрее.
As much as I can, I want to match the strategy. Part of me wants to do a lot of
Я поклялся служить
Talents wants to play Talents with players.
Я согласен. Проси, да будет
He knows
так.
that he can
Так
help
предначертано
micro
судьбой.
and just
Твоя воля
probably any night open
исполнится.
the world when it comes
Твоя воля
Откуда у него маны столько?
to that.
Ну это чита какой-то, я не знаю, откуда у него столько маны.
Greedy of the Night of Mirror, we got a lot of people to thank. Thank you DC21071 for the 17-month resub. Party! Aluminium Sausage
Я
gifting the sub.
поклялся
Yayot
служить
with the
Нерзу.
77-month resub. Take my Pleb
Приказывай,
Energy sub.
проси.
Вообще ни хрена не понимаю.
Neo and Remo keep it up.
Приказывай.
Carson, you're supposed
Я
to
поклялся
keep it down.
служить
And
Нерзу.
Leonard, 22-month Mini Gumbo, who I met
Я
last year,
согласен.
71-month resub.
И как он первых скелетов быстрее поднимает? Там уже игра началась.
Так предначертано судьбой. Я поклялся.
О, неужели я быстрее прожал?
Предначертано судьбой.
Я поклялся служить. LawLiet saw that, but there's no version because the mana bar is still full. also decides to go for the same
Твоя
build.
воля
It might just be fair mirror,
Я
Carson.
поклялся служить
Could be
Мерзу.
pretty standard. I don't mind that too much though, and the LawLiet won't either. I do like the LawLiet's movement. He ran straight to the shot, also quick structure, but I was just thinking as I saw the shot,
Сюда
I was
иди.
like, wow, this is immolation. You could straight up just creep the shot with an archer and a level 2 demon hunter, no problem. So the fact that LawLiet runs straight over it to counter that possibly with mana burn, that would have been nearly GG on the Moonwells if he had actually found Sini creeping that. So I quite like that movement.
The ins and outs of the Night Elf mirror. On this map, it's oftentimes no direct fighting, but rather sniping the main tree. And I'd say LawLiet is more experienced than Sini is. Sini for a long time played Orc versus Night Elf. For the majority of his career, he dodged the Night Elf mirror, and therefore might not know what to do at what time perfectly. But okay, creeping continues. We're sharing the trolls.
Yep, those players would get these nice little orange camps. About as small as an orange camp can
Два
get.
эльфа.
And the
Димка,
archers
Димка.
all meeting up. There should be 5 in total eventually, and then the Ancient Wars can either move over to the expansion or the Cobalts. Hunter's Hall coming up for LawLiet. Hunter's Hall should be coming up soon for Sini, but not yet. Ooh, could it be Talons possibly? That would go
Эх,
against LawLiet's.
все, что можно сказать об этой игре. Два эльфа и два демона хантера. Смотрим, конечно, на артефакты. Поинтереснее крепится Синий, побыстрее крепится Синий.
Yeah, I mean, I can believe Neutron, or I can believe the build that LawLiet is doing right now in front of us.
Yeah,
It's a hard
I'd be more.
toss-up.
I mean, Neutron is a w3champions FFA champion 2 times now. LawLiet, in his short stint in the FFA scene, was never able to accomplish that. So, yeah, I guess it's pretty much confirmed now that we have a shop that this is not Bears.
Interesting indeed. So more of a timing-based strategy. Generally, we'll see, at least from my recent experience with Night Elf Mirror.
Это нет, это за выход в финал.
A fast expansion even with the Demon Hunter, and then you'll go into Talons because, you know, Archer Talon easier to get online. You can just spam
Эти два эльфа решают, кто будет в финале против Хэппи играть.
When you have that amount of archers, and you can sort of hold your expansion with that strategy while your opponent takes to bears. But with this, it's just going to be one base.
Хотел сказать, кто будет в финале от Хэппи отлетать.
Mountain Giants, and of course a little bit heavier on the Dryad count. And if he can clean up the archers of Sini, then LawLiet's Dryads are going to be a lot stronger than they would have otherwise been.
Ну, слушайте, у Сини артефакты получше.
Tier 3 for Sini. I was thinking for a second if this is the old school Remind Shredder play. Oh, look at LawLiet, nice little block.
А много урона получил.
At the beginning of the mid-tier skirmishes. But no Shredder, no push. LawLiet defended that really well.
Древо ветров.
Т3
древо ветров. Не, это не долбежка на медведях. Не-не-не. Талоны. Талоны просто и масса арчей от LawLiet.
Orb archers would actually hard counter Talons, weirdly enough, but we'll have to see. For now, no tech buildings in sight, and Naga is definitely going to be out of our sight in a second. Goes down.
Хорошо, фокуснул, забайтил, чтобы Нага вернулась. В итоге моноберн второй. Очень много хитпоинтов. Хороший хайд. Минус 50 голды.
Sini, who's able to hang with LawLiet so far.
Yeah, not bad at all thus far. Pretty much a purely mirrored early game, but then
Для долбежки на мишках, скорее всего, Кипера будут строить вторым героем. Ну, LawLiet Т3 делает, опять же, ну, для третьего героя больше, а Сини скорее делает третий Т3 для циклона.
LawLiet supply blocked for a little bit is following up now with a lore. And we've seen a lot of archers into bears quite a bit.
Я думаю, это Патма Я думаю, это две арбы на Наги и на Патме от LawLiet. Третий апгрейд на Арча, ну, на атаку, если на все это хватит времени.
For Sini, it's going to be about not overproducing talents, I would say. Maybe he just wants to get a couple of talents just for the odd Cyclone, the odd Fairy Fire, of course, for the Focus Fire. But this could very well end up just being heavy archers on both sides. But Dark Ranger for Sini, and that's actually a great answer to this amount of archers. Didn't even think about that, but yeah, this is probably why we don't often see mass archers as a response to talents. Just because of Dark Ranger Naga, it's really easy to clean up those archers.
Yeah, it's the one matchup where we see Life Drain in effect as the second spell. But of course, it's all about Black Arrow. Kill these low HP units, get the skeletons up, and then LawLiet needs at least a couple of wisps against that. Not going for
О, свиток зверя выпал LawLiet.
also be great for silencing the talents, and of course Black Arrow works that way too. But rather goes for the second.
Но он делает медведя для Рыка.
And the support bear.
I do wonder though, if there was silence from the Dark Ranger, imagine it is heavy archers, and you just think of how strong immolation could be against the archers and against the talons. So if there is the Dark Ranger, you could always silence the immolation if that ends up being a retrain from LawLiet later on. But Mana Burn, of course, just seems to be too strong right now. And he's already got the orb for kind of the AoE-esque effect. And first big fight, 40 against 44.
Циклон доделался. Сразу же циклон на Димку. Грамотно, что Виспов сюда подвел LawLiet. И скелетиков диспелить. И циклон диспелить. Минус Нага у Сини. Сейчас выкупать будет. Хотя денег нету. На что он выкупать собрался? В алтаре восстанавливает.
He still got wisps ready for a possible detonate. Naga got killed, as you said. Dark Ranger is approaching level 3. 0.7 levels ahead on the Demon Hunter. That's quite impactful. Also, the Naga is ahead, even though she was dead in the mid game, couldn't creep at all.
Я думал, LawLiet все-таки Патму будет брать, а он Дарку. Дарку взял.
First bears here. Heroes are relatively healthy now for LawLiet. For Sini, about the same. Naga back in 20 seconds. Definitely don't want to fight without that Naga for Sini. And LawLiet, is he just going to keep going forward? Is he going to expand behind this, or is he just going to keep pushing? He has Master Bear training now. He has Wellspring finishing now, right before nighttime, I'll add. And the Wisps have been so well used so far for LawLiet.
Detonate by Sini, but only for a little bit of mana. Demon Hunter has nothing anymore. Cyclone comes in. Here are the Wisp of LawLiet, and he's so good at that. Not only
неплохо так Виспов задиспарил.
But he has to be careful about that Dark Ranger staff. Was ready. Interesting. Either a mistake or letting her die deliberately to save the staff for another unit. But all of a sudden, Sini is taking a lead and fighting LawLiet back.
Yeah, it didn't seem like a good fight from LawLiet. He got nice detonates, and he did lower the mana on all the towns with a couple of mana burns, forcing some cyclones and getting the detonates, of course. But the fight was never going to be good, especially with that shot knock.
Не хватает пайп ауры желтому эльфу.
But LawLiet has the advantage of being able to recover from these fights a lot easier. He doesn't need to wait for too much mana before he can fight, and he of course doesn't need to heal up with just Moonwells, potions, and heal scrolls. He has the bears.
Okay, but will they be all up in the air? Mana is an issue for these talents. We're approaching the mercenary camps. Not allowed by LawLiet though. Heroes are back. Dark Ranger really poor levels. Also, this army doesn't look too good. LawLiet and the apparent weakness against Chinese Night Elves. It's special. Look at the
Такой врыв Нагу. Жестко.
Oh, that is rough. The hero focus. He's just ignoring the army every time, and the damage is so sick. It seems like these heroes don't have much more health than an archer when they're being focused by Sini right now, but the archers find their way onto the talons, at least a couple of them. But all you need is the heroes, if you've seen it. That's all you need because the Demon Hunter's up in the air for LawLiet time and time again. And Sini might have a 1-0 advantage. It didn't seem likely for a while there, but LawLiet just sort of crumbles. The strat not working.
Man, Sini at this w3champions finals, it's something special.
Ну, победа для Sini получается.
Dark Ranger comes back, doesn't carry his staff, is cycloned as well. No TP, and that's a hero kill again. 4 and 3 levels. Now good luck fighting the level 2 dark minions. Whenever he skills it. LawLiet and Dire Straits, 10 supply down. Only the bears and the
Talon поинтереснее смотрится.
for so long.
Hounds are running dry on mana, but the heroes are still so healthy for Sini, it doesn't quite matter. LawLiet is actually staying in this game, maybe because he realizes healing is going to be difficult. But just look how fast the Dark Ranger dies with the Fairy Fire and the Orb and the Demon.
Да, Fairy Fire, блин, замедление. Ух, там один удар. ЧХП много было. Жестко. 3 героя в алтаре у LawLiet. И стафать не можешь, потому что циклон на героя стафать не можешь.
Нужно больше золота. Привет, есть вопрос по механике Warcraft 3. Если друид Ворон поднимет в воздух чародейку хуманов, она приземлится пиздой ему на лицо или на член?
There's not really much left to creep. Maybe the top left. The red camp obviously going to be hard to do with talons, and when you can't heal up too easily, not really the best strat.
Интересная механика в Warcraft.
He just has to get this expo up, and then he's probably secured this game. LawLiet, if he manages to come back in this game, he's 3-0ing. I'll just say that.
Okay, there's an expansion coming up for Sini.
Это надо у Хуманов спрашивать.
We got heal scrolls. Maybe an invo potion would be good as well, but man, Cyclone, that was what scares you, kill the rest. Simple as that. Archers down, skeletons.
В Википедии такого ничего не написано.
It absolutely is. The Dark Ranger behind enemy lines needs a staff, but it's still almost 100 seconds on the Demon Hunter. Can't go to the tavern.
Спасибо, друг, в любом случае, за поддержку.
Wins map what number 1. Upset accomplished.
Great game by Sini and LawLiet.
Но точно на что-то приземлиться.
Somehow Sini in the end there making it rather decisively. I think 2 mistakes stand out to me from LawLiet. First of all, didn't abuse the anti-magic potion enough. That's normally super good against talents, something that doesn't do much on the other side. But he only used it once, and then he detonated in the last fight, or the last big fight, with his own wisp. Bit of a mechanical error. And speaking of wisps, I think he was trying to get a bit too fancy with the big detonates. I think when you take those fights against talents, you just right-click on the demon with the wisps, like 3 or 4 wisps. Whenever there's a cyclone, dispel, cyclone, dispel, cyclone, dispel. He did that, kind of, but it could have been a lot faster. This time out was scratching.
Korean fan favorite has been catching up to you. There's of course a lot more possibilities than I guess nobody expected that, and let's see if we can get 2 in a row. Is he as dominant against the United as it was against Sword? Lord, last refuge.
Especially, even if you win, if you have to go up against half. Scary premise. Very doable. Sini did throw perhaps a little bit of a curveball, not going for bears on Amazonia, which is so standard. We thought for sure it was going to be a bear. Last refuge. It's also kind of the same story. You would expect a bear here to start a demon hunter, but Sini maybe again.
Last refuge is oftentimes a range-dominated.
Так предначертано судьбой. Твоя воля исполнится. Краси, мертвые идут. Слушаю. Я поклялся служить Мерзу. Слушаю. Почувствую зов могилы. Я поклялся служить Мерзу. Будет так, как
Видели, как сработало? Гарга была далеко.
Let's see what these items are. First it was claws, versus Rick. Now we get gloves. Not perfect, but yeah, I expect a rather slow early game into an explosive late game.
Immo for both players. LawLiet is a lot faster. Sini used Immolation to kill those trappers initially, but LawLiet just ran straight over. This is the better way to do it, what LawLiet's doing. He could keep Immolation on and just move over to the next camp. I don't actually know. I guess people are still working out if it's efficient to keep Immolation on in between camps or just to toggle it on and off and use the extra mana. Someone's going to do the math eventually, but he's got to wait for the Archer. And actually, Sini goes for a slightly different creep route. And again, I would say a slightly less efficient creep route because he doesn't have evasion as early as LawLiet.
True, level 2 is missing a little bit. One of illusion on both sides. Gets a lot of scouting, obviously. So yeah, this is the Night of Mirror that we love between LawLiet and Colorful. Might result in a 2-1-1 build down the road. And first, it's creeping.
Sini actually going for mana burn too, and there's the expansion that I mentioned in the first game. There's a possibility. Demon Hunter fast expansion, in at least Demon Hunter Mirror, is pretty common. Back when Terranus Stand was a common map of the pool, we used to see this all the time, but less and less common the further down the line we get. But still, I like this, especially when you know your opponent is going to be power creeping, and especially know when your opponent is going to be low on Moonwells and not able to pressure as much.
От чего так больно?
LawLiet will need a lot of moon juice, and Sini just keeps on creeping. You'll figure this out. How many moonwells we got? This is number 4 for LawLiet. He will be down in juice. Oh boy! Also the creeps woken up. I really like Sini's play, man. This is working beautifully.
Scouting, but I don't think LawLiet knows about the expo yet. He's used his Wisp quite actively early on, but then kind of slowed down as Demon Hunter. Got a ton more experience, and of course,
Ух, две агилити, книги.
Just to heal up that Demon Hunter, so you can get full mana and full health. LawLiet probably gonna keep creeping. Yeah, goes for the shop. Greater heal, or even maybe greater mana. One of mana stealing actually would be pretty sick. I think all the items here are quite good though. Weirdly enough.
Yeah, and it is
О, бутылек. Сейчас Нага и пуш с арчами. А там у LawLiet X-Pan строится. И армии нет.
Big strategic differences between the two now. LawLiet has the slower attack, but a bigger army. And Sini controls the tavern once again.
Greater heal might come into play now.
Сейчас бутылку будет юзать.
Almost done. Demon
Также
Hunter goes
Нага.
forward. No mana for Immolation at all. There is mana for a mana burn on Sini, and actually just gets hugely ahead in this exchange, just killing the Naga straight up. And the Demon Hunter's gonna have to use that greater heal now too.
Unbelievable performance by Sini thus far. Berserker falls all right, and the Shadow Priest as well. So maybe this was even worth it if he gets the Demon Hunter out safely. But only now it's the big heal potion. He can't keep on fighting.
That expansion, of course, to the back of this. Something that LawLiet is assuming. I mean, he knows the tech timing was exactly the same for Sini because the
Нагу не восстанавливает LawLiet.
But does he know about the expansion? I mean, he should just know. You assume someone like LawLiet just knows these things. He's got a Wisp nearby, but he hasn't actually physically.
А, LawLiet желтый, точно. Я сказал, что у LawLiet нету армии, X-Pan строится, это у Sini. X-Pan строится, армии нет.
Sini got mercenaries.
То же самое делает. Талоны будут.
Yeah.
How's that possible?
I actually don't know. I didn't think the tech was going to be even, but I suppose he teched and then expoed. And now he's delaying the wins. That's the difference maker. LawLiet has 1 wind on the way. Sini has none. LawLiet will probably have, well, could have had the second wind as well before Sini had any.
Level 2 mana burn against the 1-1-1 build of LawLiet. Is evasion really that necessary at this stage of the game? If he wants to tank with a demon, it's of course helpful. More creeping off to level 4. And same on the other side. But yeah, Sini, this is win condition. And he's mining now.
Both players creeping up so
Блин,
fast.
Т3 у Sini с экспандом в итоге не позднее, чем у LawLiet, без экспанда.
Further out of the map into the corners, the red camp and the turtles. And there's Ancient of Wonders. What the hell is that Ancient? You would think LawLiet would know that you can't build Ancient Wonders there. You would think you would just know that, but apparently another mistake from LawLiet.
Okay, this is definitely a little more flawed than the games yesterday. Double Claw sells the Wand of Mana Stealing is Sini. Remo probably furiously screaming across minds how that is even possible.
He's got so much gold too, I don't know why he'd sell it. Like, he could still afford double heal scroll, potion of vulnerability, and units, and not have sold that, but more creeping. They're just creeping up the whole map. We're gonna be at like the 9-minute mark with the entire map prepped out. This is insanely fast.
Yeah, that's what Immolation does to you, mate. Maybe the sell of the Wand of Mana Stealing was just an old habit, who knows. Ancient Jungle for LawLiet, level 3 Naga around the corner. But Sini wants to distract a little bit and finds this Engine of War again. This means no orb, no staff for LawLiet, and almost gives the position away.
Again, the shop gets canceled. That shop pretty important for potions.
На арпу не купил, магазина-то нету.
Still in the fight, if not, obviously you have to go all the way back home, buy it, and then move back in. So being able to buy the staff while you're actually in the fight is good. And this is the timing. Can LawLiet break the expansion? Can he at least kill the gold mine? Similar situation to Undead vs. Night Elf, when you just try to kill the gold mine, delay the mining, and then just continuously kite. Tinker third, and yeah, LawLiet's got to do something serious here.
Sini with Muddy. Our mascot also.
А чё он сразу факту не фокусит?
All of the mercenary camp. Big expenses for Sini. Very committed to holding this expansion. I wonder what this Tinker will do against level 2 mana burn. Definitely not too much.
Free experience, but at least soaks up some damage. Ogre Mauler doing the same pretty much, but the Tinker goes down, Ogre Mauler goes down, about an even exchange in experience, but the Naga gets past the town portal, and Sini holds just from pure hero focus.
Yeah, this entire series is just clicking on the heroes, and it works.
Moonwell's
Синего уже больше.
Okay, we still have heal wards, but it would have taken way too long for LawLiet to actually heal up the Naga with that. So forced to use the last remaining moon juice. Heal scroll probably necessary. I'm wondering, does he sell the endurance?
Линкварды продаст, что ли? Нет. Ему арбу надо покупать. Денег нету на арбу.
Also staffs would be phenomenal. But yeah, potions it is. Keeps the endurance aura.
Без арбы играет LawLiet.
And now Sini, unlike some, now Sini is a little out of position. No TP anymore. Big chance for LawLiet to do damage against the Expo.
And LawLiet has the more efficient army because he doesn't have those mercenaries, and he doesn't have that many wisps as well. Worth noting, and this is what LawLiet needs to do. He's trying to kill the gold mine. He's delaying some of the wisp mining, of course, with the Demon Hunter. How long can he tank in the front? I love that heal warp position. Very, very nice, but detonated. That's a nice response.
Ooh, awesome. Immolation online because the mana burn of Sini was faster than the one of LawLiet. But the Chinese has to retreat a little bit. This is time for the Clockworks to work. They do guaranteed damage, of course. How do you heal the Demon Hunter back up is another question. Maybe time for a second heal ward? Absolutely is.
Not using it on the Demon Hunter, though. He's running to the shop with the Demon Hunter instead of healing up and buying potions with the Tinker. I'm surprised it gets more.
Ну, Sini затащил.
Huge upgrade, but he sacrifices a couple of units in purchasing that. Level 3 of the Naga for LawLiet. That Mud Golem, so much value. Hasn't died yet.
Love the play by Sini. He's playing this really, really well. If he can keep the Demon Hunter alive, that's supposed to be his game, I guess. Expo is working off and paying dividends now. It's the Demon Hunter that's supposed to rule this. Talent falls. Okay, hero focus, Night Elf Mirror. Off we go.
Став. Именно
Именно
Димка. Нет, успевает. Передал. Бутылку передал.
That's the oldest Muddy I've seen in a long time, and this attack doesn't work again.
This is looking like 2-0. I don't think LawLiet can sustain this any longer. All three heroes are low. He would love to have one more heal ward, but even if he did, he wouldn't be able to break this expansion any longer. Another potion, more focus fire, but the Mud Golem value, Neo.
Unbelievable. Never had a Muddy that much impact except the one that Kevin Schwem bought against Joker in an ESL Meisterschaft. But LawLiet is not giving this up. 20 food down. Game. Okay,
Yeah.
he is giving this up. Sini 2-0.
Dude, the Sini miracle continues. What is going on? We keep counting him out. He keeps winning. we've only ever had one Night Elf champion in w3champions. Dude, imagine if this is, yeah. Who the hell thought this, guys?
Да
3
будет
match
так.
points in a mirror match where you look more or less flawless today.
Я
Sini,
поклялся.
that's his best performance ever.
He's also getting ahead of
Ой. Закинь ты нову-то. Да отстань ты от героя моего. Нет! Имбаланс.
Maybe not the first series, but certainly in this series. Even though we thought that LawLiet was going to be the favorite, I definitely thought it was going to go We'll see. Demon Hunter made the third time in a row. With the forced crossbone and that does open things up for fast expansion play again. That's why we see that strategy on Terran.
Ой, тут еще смотреть, сколько арчей осталось. Он должен был меня выигрывать, если чё. Только арчей. Старчерки еще убьют меня.
On a specific tree, knowing that those players are going to put the first damage standards rock all the boulders any longer. He put his wisp on a specific tree that aggroed the creeps, and then the pull was not successful for LawLiet, so he takes a little bit extra damage. With Malaysia, it doesn't really do too much. There's only one extra boulder, but still a nice little detail. Is it worth a wisp? I don't know, but it could have been.
These items are quite crazy. Big mana potion for Sini, lots of immolation. Also bigger mana potion for the mantle, but you can always drop more regeneration and wells. On the other side, LawLiet is to get a little bit more mana himself. And
Сейчас там, наверное, Хуман будет, если у нас жук.
we have a Shadow Priest to heal it up. So movement efficiency for Sini should be top notch.
Четко.
Last hit from needing to be used. Of course, immolation could have been used if it was a hidden Demon Hunter. Tree of Life at the 9 o'clock. The one position that wasn't scouted. Notice the wisp at the 12 o'clock for LawLiet right now. Sini not going for the, I suppose, more telegraphed expansion because it's the safe.
Чуть не пойму, где экспанд ставит Sini.
Again, with the upper hand in every department, more proactive on the strategy, better exchanges in the late early game, let's say, and again getting a creep jack.
Uh-oh. Dude, question, did we ever had a Chinese grand finalist in w3champions? Wasn't there this curse?
I don't think so, yeah.
А здесь, скорее всего, от LawLiet будет Медведя. С кипером.
I think definitely not. Colorful and Kaho made top 3 and top 4 runs, but maybe Remo can double check that for us. Dude, imagine the first Chinese grand finalist is Sini.
Yeah. After all the talent we've had.
Нет.
So it wouldn't be the most uncommon thing. We had Labyrinth, of course, last season, which was
Но медведи будут.
Story. And again, LawLiet not getting the upper hand in this exchange, but the Focus Shadows helping him to do so. But now the Demon Hunter is just the target of focus. Naga comes out of the shadows to slow down the Demon Hunter, but with the boots of speed, Sini should be safe. And the question is, who needs to use more Moon Juice? And also, when will LawLiet scout that expansion?
I think he did. There's a wisp right next to it.
Okay, gotcha.
So he knows. And he's positioning himself to go further to the left-hand side, but his heroes are so low, he can't push. I mean, there's no immediate urgency, as there's no mining, and the camp is still there. But LawLiet seemingly stick... Okay, there's the counter expansion. I see, on the right-hand side.
Ох, сейчас Нагу можно забрать. Почему не в Нагу мы наберем?
Immolation. Naga goes to the 9 o'clock to start creeping that expansion up. Wisp sees this, but LawLiet, of course, cannot do anything about this. Staff of Teleportation might allow the Demon Hunter to go over to the right side of the map and find that Tree of Life. I mean, if LawLiet is not pushing, Sini must know there's going to be a counter expansion.
Finds the Ring of Protection +4. In this matchup, might be one of the best.
LawLiet отвечает своим экспандом.
And that is something we've seen throughout the entire game. Step out now, no Fork Lightning available. Lore stays up. Okay. This is probably the best situation for LawLiet out of all 3 games so far.
For sure, yeah. It's going to be on relatively even playing field soon. But the economy is going to be, let's say, an extra 900 gold. Maybe 1,000 gold for Sini from that expansion, which can make.
Как-то, знаете, но Sini быстрее действует, что ли. Это он чуть-чуть он впереди во всех играх.
So far throughout the entire series, Sini just owning. LawLiet finding his groove, maybe. Expo about to be up, proactively creeping this. Crystal Ball on Twisted. I always like it. Where did the scan go? Into the main.
Мейн, правильно понять, во что он выходит. Про экспанд-то он и так знает. И там дрядки против циклона. Он же не так будет эффективно работать.
I don't know if I like it too much. These bears just seem to melt against everything there is. Needs to play it careful. LawLiet continues creeping, so does Sini. Might just even see another expansion if he wants to play with that advantage. Roll with the Magi. A little bit more damage for the Naga, who will be packing a punch. We're approaching double level 3 territory and also tier 3 territory, which might unlock a 3rd hero. I doubt we're gonna see the Tinker once again, but what we see is an AP.
Гипертрейсинг героям. Зачем, если там дриады?
Maybe just going to go straight into Mountain Giants. He's got the Shredder. He's 50 supply Dryads. He could get both upgrades and then just go into upkeep with pure Mountain Giant, and Sini's not going to have a good army against this.
Хотел сказать, лучше бы потму сделал, но там есть аура у синего.
For Sini, I'm not 100% sure what that's supposed to accomplish.
I guess just more hero focus. He's been a fan of that.
True, very true.
Definitely not good against the Dryads, though. A decent orb carrier. Hard to say what would have been better than a keeper. Just to throw an orb on him, and that AP. Oh, that AP is so nice. I don't know if Sini can hold this without hero focus. That's all he can do.
He has no TP. Keeper is an orb carry. You said it. This Ancient of War was buying some time, but will Sini be in time? Double level up to 4 and 3, 2 hero push, and you were right on the money as so often. Resistance skin, Mountain Giants coming.
Okay, orb poking, doing a little bit of damage. Ooh, Fairy Dragons coming in. Knows he needs some piercing damage. You can't just build talons, you need archers, you need piercing damage. Maybe another Berserker could be purchased as well. If it's off cooldown for Sini. LawLiet slowly but surely breaking this expansion. Importantly, Sini's not mining right now.
Very nice exchange so far for the favorite, who's down 2-0. Another expansion coming for LawLiet at the 6 o'clock. So even if he's not breaking this expansion, it looks like he does, he still might have an economy advantage. Here's the Cyclone, Sini engaging onto the Demon.
О, не успевает бутылку прожать. Не законтроливает Синий. У него был бутылек.
Is level 2 Fork Lightning. Maybe Sini didn't calculate that, and now all of a sudden the Cyclone is good, so there's pretty much no Demon Hunter on either side, but every time that Demon
Тут
Hunter
LawLiet
lands,
победил.
he does so much damage in that AP, pretty much unbreakable. The Dryads have been bruised, but the
GG.
LawLiet finally has something go his way.
That took some time.
Scary for LawLiet again, but strong comeback.
Yeah, that was a nice timing. That felt like he was more comfortable. Knew how to approach the Sini play. Early game once again looked a little shaky up until the mid game, but then
It's going to be the weirdest with how the early games go.
Ух ты.
And the expansions and all of that. One version
Да ё-моё, сколько тебя можно бить-то?
Build the shop, cancel the Ancient of War. LawLiet does that pretty often. Risk of getting his canceled by a similar play.
Кто там?
Yet another map where we can see a lot of creeping in the early game.
Кто там? Ух ты! Много. Панда. Эй! Ой, а чё я героя не доконтролил? Как его убивать? Он сейчас соло всех убьет. Но из-за того, что он тупит, он бы реально тут один бы всех убил. Блин, паузы нельзя сделать.
But no, LawLiet is cooking the consumable, which is of course very, very fast by taking one before once again. And he's more conservative with mana also. And going for the 1-1-1 build once again while Sini is up with the 100 mana. I still think this is better what Sini is doing with the demon at this point.
Yeah, I think the mana burn can make a big difference, whereas it hasn't made a big difference. LawLiet has lost more healing than Sini so far this season. It's in the one fight.
Куманы что-то ни о чем.
They both go for talents again.
Так, что мы сделаем?
Lot faster. Also with the tier 3.
I'll do Dark Ranger yet again. And then that'll mean earlier orb.
Вот так сделаем.
The difference. The talent's not even that big of a deal. It's really just that orb, the triple hero, and that tempo, which is in Sini's hands now. LawLiet backs up. But,
А может быть 3-1 будет за Сидим?
LawLiet does have the orb first, so big difference.
Exactly. Will that be the orb that brings him back into this game?
Это, кстати, очень старая карта. Это не новая карта. Прям старющая.
And it's just hero focus. Just hero focus, but LawLiet, the small potion is on cooldown, of course, if you use the big one. That was an important save. Demon Hunter for Sini out of the fight, but Dark Ranger's online instead.
Oh, Demon's gotta be so careful. It seems like he's got a lot of health. But
Привет, призрак, привет.
one evasion with Fairy Fire on him.
Блин, он меня нашел. Он меня нашел.
Talents on the map. Hero inventory. Hard to say who's this better for. Sini is more tanky, LawLiet packs more punch.
Yeah, I would say, weirdly enough, Sini, with that ring and with the gauntlets and the circlet. LawLiet, of course, bought one circlet as well. But the claws are nice, but they might even be better on the Naga at this stage and maybe try to buy another circlet on that Demon Hunter or something like
Сиди
that.
хотя бы, не знаю, до конца гейминг никакой не устраивает. Кстати, талоны на талоны в этой игре.
Trying to stall time. In the meantime, Sini is soaking up the middle. Only the little green spots available for the Korean who's pulling back the shop. I like that. Be a little more safe with that. And also natural expansion creep. Well, the entire middle is going to Sini. One of the wind, of course, not that big of an impact. Sells it for more gold. But this one is big.
Yeah, LawLiet playing really defensive.
Получается, центр весь синий забрал.
Even though both players were, LawLiet was the first to sort of crack under the pressure and play a bit defensive.
Виспы у него по карте развешенные. Ну, хотя есть и у LawLiet тоже.
Accuracy is what you need, though.
Not bad.
И экспанд от синего.
It's only +1.
И проверяет LawLiet. Шикарная разведка, конечно.
Also benefits the Naga and the Dark Ranger, of course. Invo potion ready for the hero focus that's incoming. Expansion by Sini. He feels very comfortable with the supply lead and with the experience lead. LawLiet sees it, removes the wisp from the tree, and maybe another AP push.
Yeah, could be hiding one. Would need to get that Hunter's Hall, of course, but might be necessary for marksmanship and Wellspring eventually. Anyway,
Слушайте, мне вот так вот больше нравится, чем медведя на медведя. Типа арчерки, талоны. Интереснее смотреть. Вам как вообще такие стратегии? Так, и отвечает LawLiet своим экспандом в итоге.
This big damage for Sini in the base. Okay, Moonwell about to be going down. He can't get up to 50 if this one falls, but okay, backstab. Sini has no town portal either. Is this the fight for the Chinese Grand Final?
Сайленс неплохой, на двух героев сразу. На Нагу и на Дарк Рейнджерку. Mana Shield.
Oh, exactly. Fairy Fire or Fairy Dragons added to the mix. Supply is pretty even.
Что-то мне кажется, что LawLiet слишком много использовал циклонов. Он, то есть, и на Дарку, и на Нагу, и на Димку использовал. А я видел от Сини, что он Сини кидал только на Демона Хантера. Тут, кстати, грамотная подстройка от LawLiet. Двух дракончиков сделал против талонов. У Сини они чуть позже появились. Но тоже есть. Экспанд быстрее. Разменялся лучше. Да, сейчас разведует. Синий тоже разведует.
Alright, this is super interesting now. No silence on Sini, of course. He doesn't really need it. That means LawLiet has no life drain and no fork lightning. This is a super unique build. 1-1-1 with the Demon. And then Naga and Dark Ranger on top of it. But yeah, Sini, with this advantage, he wants to end it now, right? He wants to take the next step. Not giving LawLiet an inch, not the opportunity to come back. And there's again...
И у меня чувство, что синий лучше микрит.
LawLiet going for the next consumable. Could this be a big potion of vulnerability? Could this be a greater heal? Could make a huge difference. The Dark Ranger.
Даркаун минус.
Dead, I guess.
Не уйдет никуда.
Sacrifices her for the creep spot. Not living a happy life.
Gets a greater heal though. Could make a difference on the Demon Hunter, who's very, very tanky at this stage. If both players focus the Demon Hunters,
57 на 49. Офигеть. Десятка лимита преимущества. LawLiet, видите, не доконтроливает. Дракона отдает. Одного, второго дракона. А, нет, второй дракон — это дракон синего. Не, забейте. Это минус LawLiet. Ну, интересно будет посмотреть. LawLiet мы с Хэппи видели в гранд-финалах очень часто. Сейчас откроем, посмотрим винрейт еще синего против Хэппи. Уже все, тут конечное 100%. LawLiet with the last invoke potion kills another Hippo Rider, alright, but that will not decide the game, not at all. Fight is a little bit all over the place, but the kills are just going for LawLiet. The Naga is in trouble, there's no staff at all. Ой-ой-ой, как же ферики джибошат. Нага минус, и Димку можно забирать. Да, циклон есть, минус Димка. GG. Sini in the grand final. Can you believe it? There's no way out.
Yeah, he's already thinking about what he's going to do against Happy. Guaranteed the expansion's going to die. He could even go back to get a heal. Сейчас свиточек выкупят, всех подлечит. 59 на 45 плюс экспанд. Error. There's no way he loses this one.
Without the Naga, how can you even hero focus? Sini pushing forward, anti-magic, it's up to the Demon Hunter now. Level 2 mana burn, finally that lacking spell kicked him twice. Heal scroll available, everything back up to green, and more heroes high up in the air. The fairies untouched, we see Crow form against the fairies, of course, that's a nice touch.
Yeah, don't mind that at all. Pretty cool.
Хорошо так талоны драконом подстреливают.
Surprised that Sini hasn't been focusing on this Demon Hunter a bit more. He's been allowing it. There's the potion. There's a staff on the Dark Ranger. Needs to use it. Does. But again, how do you heal up these heroes?
We're narrowing the supply gap. No, okay, that's it. GG! LawLiet eliminated in the semi-final. Sini with the 3-1, eliminating Soin, Hitman, and now LawLiet. The tournament of his life. And now he's in a best-of-7 versus Happy for the championship.
Карта называется... Вот. Undead Microtraining.
Sini, man. What's going on? Grand final for him? When we see that before? Probably never. Sini coming into his own here. We didn't think he would beat Soin. Didn't think he would beat Hitman. Didn't think he would beat LawLiet. Now going up against the big man himself. Grand final against Happy. The first Chinese ever to make it there in a third place match between our two Koreans.
Like, to be honest, nobody expects that. All brackets are ruined. As casters, the Dark Horse might have a chance. If we're all honest, nobody even believed he stands the slightest chance against LawLiet.
No. Not at all. Thought it was going to be 3-0-3-0 today. But, I mean, we kind of get close to that result, but just one of those results goes in the different direction. Is the grand final going to go in a different direction? Kind of the same story, right? We think LawLiet is going to stomp Sini. Now we're all thinking it. Probably going to stomp Sini, but we're surprised. And again, another match.
see some impressions of their work over at Instagram and on YouTube. And of course, the success of their sponsorship is dependent on how many followers they gain for that. So go check them out, hit thescaletippers.com and follow them on Instagram and YouTube. We're here for the w3champions finals. We got 2 more series for you. The best server in the history of this game, of course. Check it out on w3champions.com.
Еще Амайи, кстати.
For 1-on-1, 2-on-2,
Умные Амайи.
4-on-4, and FFA as well as Legion TD, Reign of Chaos, Banjo Ball, Random Heroes, and Dota newly added. We got more than 7,800 games yesterday, so the most activity ever. Queue times are short, matchmaking is fair. You can adjust your hotkeys, you can adjust your camera zoom to the dot, and you can also just watch games with the Flow TV feature, also with the function that they provide on their homepage. w3champions got you covered, whether it's competitive, whether it's amateur one-on-one,
свершится предначертанное.
watching Warcraft, no desire.
Дела не ждут.
Build. We're going to a little bit of a break. You guys have
Больше золота.
Ты любишь гномика, говорит. Yes, yes.
An unbelievable day at the w3champions finals. See you in a bit.
Дела не прольется моя кровь. Постройка завершена. Постройка завершена. Нужно построить зиккурат. Постройка завершена. Больше золота. Да
То у меня shift срабатывает иногда. То ли я его так плохо нажимаю. Ой.
Нужно больше золота. 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 Стройка завершена. Золота.
Мне интересно, там реально гномик будет или нет? Я говорю, у меня что-то с шифтом.
Твоя воля исполнится. Я согласен. Проси, мертвые идут. Слушаю. Я поклялся служить Мерзулу. Почувствую зов могилы. По славу тьмы. Приказывай. Проси. Ждет смерть. Мертвые идут. Слушаю. Приказывай. Твоя воля исполнится. Так предначертано судьбой. Проси. Я согласен.
Ё-моё, что вы делаете?
Мерзулу. На нас напали. Приказывай. Проси. Слушаю. Я поклялся служить Мерзулу. Я поклялся служить Мерзулу. Проси. Приказывай. Где прольется моя кровь? Слушай.
Опять.
Жизнь
Да что такое?
приказывай. Да будет так. Слушаю. Проси. Я поклялся служить Мерзулу. Проси. Я поклялся служить Мерзулу. Слушаю. Приказывай. Слушаю. Я поклялся служить Мерзулу. Приказывай. Проси. Приказывай. Я поклялся служить Мерзулу.
Опять сработал. Все равно, блин, сработало, главное. Интересно, чем он занимается. А где гномик? Не понял.
Постройка завершена. Постройка завершена. Я жажду служить. Я поклялся служить Мерзу. Твоя воля исполнится. Да будет. Я согласен. Постройка завершена. Чего желаешь? Твоя воля исполнится. Я поклялся служить Мерзу. Я поклялся служить Мерзу. Я согласен. Да будет так.
Мы хавку убиваем.
Во славу твоя воля исполнится. Жизнь мне нужно больше золота. Я поклялся служить. Я согласен.
Спайки, да, нужны, согласен. Но уже поздно, уже не нужны. Уже сейчас ДК придет.
Постройка завершена. Нужно больше золота. Нужно больше золота.
I've been told it that I can 300 to 500 is what
Моя воля исполнится. Я согласен. Я поклялся служить.
Yeah. Not so much. Most people just kill him right away. I do like the initial footman. That makes quite a big difference. Doc normally uses his first scout footman super duper actively. Stuff, but he actually uses it now to attack the gate. And that makes it time out perfectly with the militia.
Ой.
Постройка завершена. Я поклялся служить.
I love the ancient workbench of LawLiet, maybe not even as it's looking to, and you're in position to straight run across the goes to the upper part of the expansion, avoiding where the arcade was moving. That gets harassed up, but he does have some town hall to disable him.
Предначертано судьбой. Исследование завершено.
Look at that dance.
Oh, it's attack the tower a little bit earlier, but Falcon's not gonna get it. Okay, this is where you have the TP goes out, you cancel the town hall, cancel the tower zone, the lumber zone.
Ой, не того героя отвел. Стоит, отдыхает.
This is all it.
Ополченцы в бой! Стоит, отдыхает.
That is pretty much the earliest tech you could see. Maybe like 5 minutes, 15 seconds, I think, is the earliest you can get with a 3-5.
А, матч за третье место сначала же, точно. Я уже думал, там Хэппи играет Sini. Смотрим, сок против LawLiet еще.
Yeah, absolutely is. LawLiet's still
5
sitting around his
minute
main
tech.
base.
Oh my god, it's so early for Sock.
I don't know about you, but it seems to me like LawLiet looks a bit deflated here. He's just kind of like running around, trying his best, look for a bit of a wrath at the expansion, but there's no oomph to his
Халк
play.
уже не тот.
Yeah, you could go for some fancy staff plays, you know, like maybe pressure with a couple of archers before the arcane towers up in the main base, staff the demon hunter in.
Это
things like
точно.
that are very, very viable with the demon hunter nowadays with the immolation, but he's just been running around creeping. Is he really just going to counter expand now? Okay. So he's going to go for the 2 base, not picking up that Naga like you mentioned and going for the all-in, which I think could have been a decent play. Perhaps he could do both, though. Tech tier 3, expand, and push to net up classic.
Counter expanding without lords. Well, okay.
Solo DH, question mark? He hasn't picked up a second hero yet. Of course, he didn't want to build a second hero.
Если знаете тайминги этого бота, вообще на изи выносишь. А даже если дать ему экспанд поставить, все равно он ничего не сделает, у него герои не раскачанные.
Who was this map made by the way?
Он просто будет приходить к тебе массы, у тебя там 5-й лич, 5-й ДК, 5-й криплорд. Изи-пизи. Можно Дарку даже взять.
Probably Blood Mage second or Naga second would be the best choices for Sock as he approaches tier 2. Wouldn't mind seeing the Blood Mage though. By the way, does immolation still work if you're banished?
А и больно, виспам.
I think so, right?
Okay.
Should.
Again, it probably does, yeah.
Map made by Tenchi and Rhythm T, by the way. Tenchi, the map maker of Autumn Leaves and the editor of Shadow Grave.
Я думал, не отменен сейчас. Ой, не задиспелил.
This is looking rough, dude. This is looking really rough.
Yeah, LawLiet tries to save 2 Wisps with 2 Moonwells, but one doesn't even get cancelled. And what the hell is the Demon Hunter doing? He's just running around.
Хороший харас.
And 3 footmen on the expansion.
Казалось бы, кем, да? Одним героем пришел, а очень хорошо с элементалями. Харасит все это дело. Нага уже. Слушайте, а там экспанда-то нету у LawLiet, только вот достраивается. Я не знаю, как он тут выигрывать будет. Ну, сок, все гуд. Что-то одни арчерки. Блин, я кушать захотел. Пойду тебе поесть положу, сейчас приду.
Is chasing the dog on the footman across the entire map. Still has 100 mana, but no town portal, no staff to get back. And this is solo Demon Hunter, at least so far, but he kind of slowed down on the experience.
How's this demon gonna heal? That's the question I have. How's he gonna get back to the movement in the first place? The lack of mobility here seems painful. I feel like nowadays, you know, against Undead, always you have to buy boots with the demon anyways, because you need the move speed. But nowadays, with super jacked Demon Hunter,
Go finish your point, sorry, go ahead.
I think you always need boots. He's going Chim Roosts.
I love it. That's, I mean, absolutely awful. It's not going to do anything against this timing because he's got Water Elementals, Naga, Archmage. He's going to have a couple Riflemen. He's going to have Casters. I mean, it's going to have the perfect counter. There's no surprise here. It's like he's going mass mortar teams. But, all right. Solo Demon Hunter? Maybe. Okay, he would Panda now. I was going to say if he gets level 6 DH with Chims, perhaps.
Sarkis is refusing to go rifle so far, by the way. Might, of course, change the Demon Hunter. He denies him.
Nice.
The archers finally find a kill. Good for them.
Well, Sock is probably just gonna break upkeep and go. I mean, he's got the farms.
Double heal scroll here available as well. LawLiet wasn't able to steal one of them.
Can't even afford chims, bro.
Not yet. Not yet. 300 Gs.
Alright. Sock continues power creeping. Hasn't broken upkeep yet. He's getting a ton of upgrades. And most of this army is footmen. I mean, if Sock waits too long... Okay, now he's breaking upkeep, but he's only got one rifleman so far. I mean, 2 chims could have money value. If they're on time. But Sock goes forward, continues creeping. I mean, I wonder if the heroes will just be enough for... I mean, I guess paired with the immolation, paired with maybe a level 3 panda, a couple of chims could do wonders.
I always feel like chims, if they don't have upgrades, they look so bad.
Yeah.
They look like Wyvern with magic damage and slow movement speed. But against footmen, they should certainly do well. 1/1 footies to be added. More upgrades maybe? No, not yet. I mean, it's gonna be a dragon surprise. Just like Daenerys over at King's Landing. That was not so good for the civilians over there. Let's see how this goes for the Wisps.
Alright, 66 supply, 11 minutes at the expansion. A lot of it in footmen, though.
Oh, Zapper!
Jim's out.
Ding, 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 ding. Kaboom! Well.
LawLiet power creeping, though. These heroes. Oh, don't listen to Team to creeps! Okay, keep
О, я не удивлен. Минус экспанд. Химеры. Ну, там экспанд же есть, он сейчас вертолеты настроит. GG. Как я и говорил, что здесь очень сильно впереди сок, когда включил.
Yeah, what's to analyze about this game? You can defend fast expansions against instant Demon Hunter Harass. I think that's the takeaway. Sweet little plays by Sock. And yeah, LawLiet indeed seems a little deflated. But fun game. I had my chuckles.
The thing that sucks though for LawLiet is Sock didn't even see the chims. He didn't even know about the chims, so he doesn't even know, like, you know, oh, we're having fun here. He's just destroying him. He's just going for the kill. He didn't see the chims. He had no idea.
All right. Without further ado, we continue. It's of course quite late
Не, ну,
Korea, so
эльфы такие скрытые химеры, они спасают в том случае, как не то что спасают, а выручают. Когда нет такого отставания. За 3-е место, ну, конечно, призовые есть. Там топ-16, по-моему, с призовыми. Все, кто попал на этот турнир, получают призовые. $100 за то, что ты вылетишь в самом начале. Ну, как бы сюда попасть тоже было сложно. То есть нужно было занять в ладере топ, получается, 20... Или сколько тут игроков-то? Топ-16 нужно было в ладере занять за сезон.
$16 away from 5,500. You can do this before the grand final, can't you, people? Oh, we had a $50 contribution by Torin. I just see that. That's a lot. Thank you back to Warcraft for keeping the game alive and putting on this professional production. Let's go, Sini. Now I'll leave you guys with the game.
Дело в том, что два корейца играют. Они могли между собой договориться спокойно. Типа, давай по фану поиграем. И потом бабки поделим. Спокойно вообще.
Maybe this is what will invent the new meta. LawLiet will just try something randomly and it will just absolutely destroy Sock. And it'll be like, oh my god, he did it.
Это такое время, что никому ничего доказывать в Warcraft не надо.
Well, I know how LawLiet feels about the humans. That still hasn't changed. You can't fault him for not being consistent. He's been saying the same thing for the last 4 years.
Особенно, когда ты играешь за 3-е место.
Yeah. Take that, Todd.
Yeah.
Dude, did you see, I guess you didn't, yesterday when we were casting, the creeps on this map are different depending on the side. On the left side,
Right.
the
yeah.
trolls over here, they have the wildkin, and on the right they don't. How is that even a thing? Wait.
Yeah.
But here they do? Wait a minute.
It's
Is it just
very.
at the very
I
south
don't know.
where it's not the case?
What is the map that had that? It had like one side had like a trap. Was it Melting Valley? Where the green camp was different, right? Like
А вот
one
если
side had
Sini
two
сегодня
trappers,
выиграет
one
хпча,
side didn't, and
вот
then,
его
like, you had to
запомнит.
create the Merc camp for it to balance out. I think it was Melting Valley. The
И
old
после его победы, если он стримит, к примеру,
Team Hunter, does he get the
ему народ прибавится
Trapper? Okay,
на
okay.
трансляцию.
Speaking of trappers, nice deny.
Его
Fire
чаще
Sword
будут
Ranger.
звать на
Oh my
другие
God, gets
турниры,
that gets that footage, gets level two.
без квалификаций, к примеру.
Immolation, baby. Let's go.
Oh Jesus! Yeah, this is what we expect to see. 3 footmen nearly going down.
А тут что? Второе, третье
All
место.
right, we go to game 3 or?
Ну, Сини сегодня контролил круто. Я говорю, микро у него прям good job. Только в одной игре он бутылку не прожал. И там сразу проиграл.
The Demon Hunter did get that last hit, by the way, nicely calculating that damage. And now the Demon Hunter, what, just keeps power creeping, perhaps.
В предыдущие игры, кстати, я его не видел.
The Archmage here being stuck on level 1 does not feel good. Still doesn't have that aura. Still, in fact, lacking mana for the Water Elemental. Demon Hunter over at the shop. Boots are pretty good. He's got the Telly staff already. Boots will be there as well. Can staff in perhaps if he wants. But at least Sock found the archer, the culprit.
Он вроде Суина обыграл, да, и Хитмана. Дух орков.
Here comes the cowboy. There's a wisp here. I feel like he could actually block. Oh, he could get in there regardless. Who cares about the wisp play?
Wait, is he dead?
No, he's fighting his way out of here. You think the footmen are gonna kill this bad boy? No
Yeah,
way. He's
I
gonna
think
kill the whole
so.
army. He's gonna kill the whole army right now. Look, 200 HP in a dream.
Oh my god, what a throw.
Ooh.
Oh my god, what a throw. Oh damn.
It's not
Yeah.
that strong, LawLiet, okay? Maybe on level 5.
Что-то несерьезно.
Out there.
I think Immolation should do damage to buildings though, shouldn't it? I mean, it
Yeah,
is
true.
fire.
It is fire after all, yes. Okay, so Sock delayed, but he's going to have a lot of space now, and the counter pressure is going to be decent. LawLiet tabs back to DH, and you know what he's going to do. This is going to look like a Sonic game. He's got 30 seconds, he can heal up the Moonwells, and he can keep going forward. There is an Arcane Tower up now, so maybe not the Sonic play, actually.
You know, I feel like LawLiet has absolutely no care or respect for the Olympic Games. You know why?
Why?
Because he doesn't give a crap about bronze medals. That's why.
True. He's going for the most damage on a Demon Hunter before the 10-minute mark at least. So he's doing it for the stats.
Stats don't lie.
Nope. Okay.
All right. Immolation round 3. There is an Arcane Tower here though. Still good damage. Panda, breath, even more fire. All right, fire out third. The triple fire strat.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah, Pitler maybe. Pretty good. Peasants safe as houses, but the Panda could come back in if only he wasn't pressured away. Archers come back in. All right, I mean, if this Demon Hunter lives, which he has staff off cooldown, this is decent. I mean, he lost level 2 Demon Hunter, yeah, but how many peasants have gone down? How many footmen have gone down?
True, true. All true. Sock's Lumber still a disaster. Chop still not finished. A lot of peasants dying. My lordy. LawLiet behind this has started tier 3. And perhaps even Neutron would admit that Hunter's Hall is a little bit late.
So you're telling me all I gotta do to beat Sock, creep a camp, run across the map, use all my mana, TP out, run across the map, use all my mana, lose my Demon Hunter, tab it back, run across the map, use all my mana, staff out. Is that what I have to do to beat Sock? Did we crack the code, Rebo Debo? Did we crack
Yeah,
the
the
code?
evidence is there. I mean, how much
Proof's in the
clearer
pudding. Yeah.
can it be?
7-minute tech. That was it's a 2-minute difference from the tech on Eversong. Here comes
And the
Demon Hunter
AM.
again.
Still is in level 3. Water Elemental timing push here could be quite strong, but not the case. Demon Hunter flirting with the idea of immolation again, but now the Moon Juice truly dry.
Panda gonna be level 2 in some time. Footman dealing with that Ancient War, wants to slow down the progression of the Panda, and will do so. Demon Hunter comes back in to defend. Demon Hunter nearly level 3, if you can get a couple of Footman
Блин,
kills.
картошечка
And they'll soon be
очень
there
вкусная.
to heal up the Demon Hunter, so you just gotta not die right now.
Жареная.
Wants to kill these and one more kill, and he's level 3, and there it is.
Alright. Sock, though, doesn't seem deterred, wants to keep on pushing. But the Immolation and the Panda already seems to have the answers already in store. But Sock at least sees the lower timings, and that does tell him he's got still, you know, a bit of safety here. Sometimes, certainly before the bear bust will strike. So he needs to get
Нахера он выманил
probably some rifles, towers, and then this is the winnable game. for Sock,
типочков?
certainly. Defend.
This Murloc is quite easy to creep with the AoE. He's got 2 archers, 2 heroes. Camp. This is pretty much close to a red. I feel like one more level on a creep, and this would actually be a red camp. But thinking to the Tidehunters camp, that is a red. With that Marauder. The Panda gets Pendant of Energy now. And the Demon Hunter gets closer to level 4. Sock still needs that level 3, but his tier 2 is almost done.
If I can interrupt you fine people, Fake Face Chan has topped up the $5,500 prize pool. Thank you very much. $16 in. If Neo asks, I do it. That is perfect. Love it.
Very cool, guys. Thank you very much. Your support has been tremendous and very much needed for the players. Wonderful to see them have such a valuable prize purse to fight for. And since we're so close now, I mean, 5,555, that looks even better, doesn't it?
Or maybe 777 octillion, 777 decillion, maybe? 777?
Shout out to Quinn69. Absolutely.
Power creeping. The light continues. Now he's got the bears. Moon Juice no longer going to be an issue. I suppose this is just going to be Panda 3 bear bust. No counter expansion in sight. The mass AoE. Sokka's going to have to somehow delay this push. His Sanctum's on the way, but he needs a little bit of time. He doesn't have a ton of bank either, Sok, currently.
He's not making more towers at the expo. I always feel like, don't you need like 4 towers at the expansion? At the moment, it's only 2. But then again, with the Panda being still low level and low mana, and these Water Elementals, they just have been looking grand this whole series. Nice around as well. Is there a staff? No, sir, there ain't.
Nice round. Да, сейчас все футы сдохнут.
But maybe immolation is all you need to free this little fuzzy wuzzy.
He's gonna save it? No, okay. Nearly. The water elemental wasn't there, it would have lived. Panda 3.
Повезло, что иммоляции не было.
Super duper juicy for the light if you can back up and get some mana at least.
Ой.
Oh, oh no.
Ой.
What? I wasn't even looking.
The Demon Hunter went way too far forward with barely any HP,
Yikes.
and that's the time that Sok
Что-то у LawLiet снова ничего не идет.
Is he just gonna tap it again?
Демона уже 2 раза теряет.
He's building a tree of life.
Экспанд только заказал.
Sok may not read this play coming, so this tree may be able to allow to finish. And perhaps, maybe we can see the light here still getting to the late game. He has got very strong heroes for the late game, so you said where that's concerned.
He's just gonna power creep. I mean, maybe that's the play. I mean, there's a lot of creeps on this map. There's still 2 red camps left. I count at least 6 oranges left on the map, and half of that can go to LawLiet. Maybe even more than half with the tier 3 army and the AoE power creep. So he could just
На второй экран.
literally creep his Panda to 5, and then just eventually bust that
Смотреть.
expansion with the Breath of Fire.
Пить.
He's got good items so far. Just needs to keep that hero alive of his.
So far, that was unsuccessful twice. Team Hunter for that reason. Still level 4. Eversong, you got level 4 very fast, but we had other issues on that map. When's Sok gonna break? Still hoarding. Still being greedy. And there's a lot of time for the light to get up this expansion running. Only 1.5 minutes out now.
Yeah, I hope Sok, for his sake, doesn't go too heavy on the riflemen and goes a little bit heavier on the breakers. A couple of riflemen, good, yeah, but if if he goes too heavy on, like, say, Mortar Team Rifle Caster and only has, like, 4 to 6 breakers in the front, it's gonna be rough, especially when the Panda's 4, especially when the Panda's close to 5, and he's gonna be close to 5 after this red camp here.
Doesn't have a TP to get back to the expo, by the way. The footy sees it early. Human army is close by. So doesn't want to commit to the big fight or push right away. Magical 70 supply mark not quite yet reached, especially with reinforcements in transit. That's the red camp. There we go. Double level 4. Cloak of Flames.
Alright, this is about to get stupid.
Which is a sad imitation of the real immolation nowadays, but it looks cool.
So, I mean, each hero in Warcraft 3 has 6 inventory slots. That makes 12 in total for Sock. 12 heal scrolls might become necessary soon, Remodemo.
Yeah. That would be a first for me. I think the most I've ever seen was 5, maybe 6. But
Not enough.
we got some more time. Well, the bears are here, so is the pen on the burst
Быстрее
and the
снесет
immolation.
сок.
Lots of burn indeed. Town Hall might fall. Expansion cancel in the meantime. Dude, this looks like a good trade for LawLiet all of a sudden.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, this is a sad 71 supply army for Sock, and it's going to be lower than that once he starts to lose these peasants. Yes, the Demon Hunter and Panda are going to be as they say in the biz. Actually, look at the farms. The farms are just blocking the way. The bears can't get surface area, and the expansion is dead. Sock might just be doing it because
ИГ.
Panda only has mana.
Ой, 3-0 хотел сказать.
Okay, one more breath of fire lands it flush. Lots of damage there.
Только вторая
Unlike the
игра.
Fog Lightning, which only hit the single
Я
bear.
думаю, они уже
Fog
третью
Lightning
играют.
was a bit weird in that regard, but this game's over. 2-0 for Sock.
Ты проводил эксперимент насчет посоха телепортации? Нет.
A bit curious.
Хочешь, давай проведем.
Games here.
Для этого же человек
that
нужен.
was for the people, right? The immolation plays is also memeing a little bit. Sock holding against it despite the super late tag. Worked out in the end. The trade worked out, and yeah.
Ни одному это не сделать.
From this match is fix farms.
Yes.
Заходи, я создам.
Farms, then that expansion would have been donezo for sure. Those farms.
Так, как создать-то?
Could have never killed them.
Сетевая игра.
The rest of the game and all the Panda mana. He even used all the Panda.
Как создать?
What can he do against farms? Sock wins.
Локальная сеть, наверное, да?
And Rusty Creek and has the 2-0 lead.
Локальная сеть, создать. Игра называется
But that's exactly what
Абуз.
happened. To make this even wronger,
через S.
we move on to Secret Valley 2.
А как это, блин, надо читы какие-то вводить, чтобы побыстрее все это проверить?
Isn't this just a wonderful map?
Надо будет ночи дождаться.
I like it. I like it quite a bit. I do think it hasn't been explored enough. I think if it was explored,
Короче, я создал, заходи пока.
maybe it's a little good for orcs still, but it hasn't been abused too much, which I'm happy to see because we get more games on it. And this matchup, of course, is
Ставь эльфов
now that the fountains can't be abused too much.
и
Doesn't
этот.
make all in
делай
as
кипера.
viable. But I guess you could still, if you're a Night Elf and wanted to Huntress all in an expansion, you could still just Shadow Meld. It's not like there's a hawk at the fountain or something. Maybe that's an adjustment that has to be made.
Yeah, I'm certain Soccer's happy that this is the new version.
А чего у меня Варик, когда включается, он же должен быть у меня в окне. Где настройки?
A bit rough for the militia boys.
Оконный.
It's Archmage versus Demon Hunter again. Kind of surprised.
Вот так давай сделаю. Потом пили это.
Yeah, I thought we were gonna see a Fire Lord at least once in this series, but
You promised.
I did promise.
You solemnly promised.
И музыку в Варкрафте вырублю.
Yeah, another broken promise.
Yeah, well, you know, my parents almost promised me that.
Я, если
Santa
что,
Claus is
этот,
real too.
игра создана, жду тебя.
I mean,
Mimo, how about that match against Kevin Schwem, by the way?
it's coming, it's coming. And I mean,
Напишешь, как зайдешь.
If Blizzard Entertainment told us anything, it's that, you know, broken promises is part of the business.
Broken promises and a broken game. Love it. DH. I mean, he should be focusing on that null overseer a bit more, I feel like, so the DH can grab the item and then just...
Только смотри, я не на w3champions создал, я на Battle.net создал.
No, he should
Мало
be
ли,
able to
сейчас будешь
emulate.
на w3champions заходить, искать меня там.
Making me a bit nervous here, but no, it is working out. Footy sees what was to be expected.
Circlet versus claws. If those items were reversed, they would have both been with the perfect item they needed. And Sock gonna creep level 2 before going for that expansion. This is no 3-farm expo like it was the last 2 games. It's gonna be at least 4-farm, if not attack.
Не, у меня все нормально с w3champions.
One base, you say, ooh, Archmage with really good items.
Заходит, как заходила.
See this, early +5 intelligentsia. The Demon Hunter. Quite bruised already. He's gonna start this harass with less than 500 HP. And there is no harass because it is indeed one base tech. I see.
I almost feel like, again, if this map was explored a little bit more, we could see Immolation do this right off the hop. I feel like you use one Wisp to repair the Ancient of War, you creep that orange camp with just the Archer, and then you go Immolation and creep both these Murlocs off the hop, and that's level 3. Maybe. It would be like 2.9. That would be like the fastest level 3 on any
Я
map
сижу,
ever.
все равно стримлю.
Yeah, there's still stuff to be discovered for sure. Very excited also for next week's TED Cup, where we're going to be seeing all the best of Asia come together. As far as level 3 goes, the AM still has a bit of work to do. Same for the Demon Hunter. Okay, so level 3 creep routes apparently still a bit weird on Secret Valley.
That Murloc camp a little smaller than the other Murloc camp, but I still don't think if you crept both Murlocs, like both middle Murloc camps, it would be level 3. But the Water Elemental
По-моему, какой-то триллер.
would be. No, it wouldn't be.
Dude, this AM once gets
Боевиком.
level 4.
Yeah.
Unlimited
Фантастикой.
mana. Although, may give away these items later on to the Naga if we see her. Seems like Naga is the pick nowadays. This Blood Mage play, I love the Blood Mage in general, also on high levels against Demon Hunter, but I think he's just too low tempo. I think you need some punch, some good old juice in the mid game nowadays.
Yeah, it was a similar situation, I feel like, when the Demon Hunter Immolation buff, and I thought, okay, DH Keeper, Mass Dryad is going to be the best. Oh, Archmage.
Whoa!
Oh my god.
Whoa,
Can
nice.
he hold it, though? He's got
Yeah,
dust.
dust, I guess. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, but I thought that DH Keeper was going to be the best play against Orc with Mass Dryad.
Привет,
but
Виктор, как тебе
I'm
патч?
leaning towards
Как
being
играющий
Naga
из-за
to be
удов.
better again, because
А я не играл.
even with the Keeper buffs with the Aura.
Пока на себе не испытал, не почувствовал. А так, привет и приятного просмотра.
Pressure is going to be good. This is, of course, just the preliminary pressure to set himself up for the eventual.
Могу прокомментировать с того, что вижу, пока смотрим этот турнир. Эмоляция — это дисбалансная херня. А, кстати, я играл, по-моему, на Battle.net разок и почувствовал на личе, теперь не хватает маны после ритуала. Постоянно ты ритуалишь вроде, а он бесполезный вообще, этот ритуал. Маны нету после ритуала. Не восстанавливается нифига. В итоге новую не кинуть. А лича бьют. Такой же тонкий остался. Ну и, наверное, все, пока. В принципе, андедом-то вроде и больше ничего и не нерфили. А, тележки нерфили, кажется. Но это не чувствуется, если что. Телеги как лечили, так и лечат, по-моему. Я не помню, что там за нерв был с телегами. Классный харас героями здесь. Очень круто. Забегает, отменяет. Или на телепорт развел, виспов побил, погонял. Как играется, называется? Абуз.
Surprise Talk didn't go for the shop to heal those footies up, but I guess the priests over time will hoist that burden. As we all know, having a priest in your life is always...
Не, телеги ману восстанавливают, но гораздо меньше, как я понял, сделали восстановление маны.
Where are the militia? They're not
where
really
they
part of
at?
this push.
Блин, так все у Сока хорошо. Он приходит просто двумя героями, рефлом. Мунвелла пустые. Лорница отменял, Виспов гонял, Экспанда, правда, нет. У Сока, но это тайминговый рифлопуш.
Here are the boys. Coming out. Busting out the kegs.
Как бы здесь LawLiet Т3-то вышел, но у него только первая лапка делается, еще вторую лапку нужно будет сделать.
There's a shop coming up. Couple of bears
Это
on
локальная
their
сеть
way,
вроде.
but,
Я не знаю. Вроде локальная сеть.
this ain't happening.
Я покажу.
Alright, what's getting
Да, давай
done?
досмотрим.
Counterattack, maybe. Not really. It's just all too slow. Well. We got our...
От ауры Архимага телега мана не исполняется.
Yeah, played pretty well.
И...
He didn't mess around. He didn't mess around.
Причем
He
тут
played it
телеги
straight
и
up, and
аура
to be
Архимага.
fair, it was only game 1 that was really trolly. Game 2 a little bit uninspired maybe. And then game 3 just solid. Solid from Sock. Plays a
Ну
good
тут просто
strat, makes it
концовка,
work.
поэтому давай в перерыве,
Couple
действительно.
of bears now.
Досмотрим, что здесь уже
Hunter is just not
близок.
gonna have the sustain that he needs. He's got a lot of mana, but it's not the
Конец
health.
LawLiet'у. Если, конечно, тут героями вспоминая игру Colorful Starbuck, где Starbuck так обидно в решающий проиграл.
Take vengeance against the archers. How bad must that feel? You just build a tower and it's getting destroyed right away. Taker wouldn't...
Минус Демон Хантер.
Oh, Demon Hunter as well dies.
Сколько он будет его терять?
End.
Сколько он будет его отдавать?
Look poised for the grand final. Excellent performance before, but Sini surprisingly
Заходи.
took him out early, and fourth place is where it ends.
Где надо создавать? Я не знаю просто, где надо создавать. В локальной сети, по-моему, надо создавать. Или своя игра? Своя игра, давай, создам. Вот, своя игра, создам.
That's a long time.
Создал.
Congrats to that. LawLiet finishing fourth. Not his day. As good as he looked 2 days ago, today maybe a little bit rough for whatever reason. Damn, there was a fun series on fun maps. A little bit triggered maybe LawLiet after that loss against Sini. Always
Это
hard
ты?
to come into a game for third after a lost semi-final. But yeah, this is now our grand final coming up, everybody. We got all decisions done but one. Who's the champion of season 13? Is it Happy back-to-back, or will Sini, or back-to-back,
Напиши, что это ты.
actually, or
Ну, наверное, ты, если эльф
will it be
поставил.
Sini? The first Chinese in
Поехали.
the Champions Grand Final could, of course, then be the first w3champions final of all time. We're going to do the map picks and bans, and we thank Sepharo for boosting the prize pool even higher, $5,555. That's
Everybody
insane.
stop. Stop now. Unless you want to donate 1,111. Then
Stop
you-
the,
then you
stop,
may.
stop the count.
Stop the count.
If you want to contribute, of course, you can still do that until the end of the day and also get the profile pictures in if you want. This is the highest prize pool in a long time. This is almost $1,000 more than last time. This is $2,000 more than season 11. This is also more than season 10. I think we have to go back to, what is it, season 6 or something, where we had a higher prize pool? 8 was 7,500, but damn. Insane, you guys. Really, really happy about your contributions. And of course, the contributions by Scale Tippers, who supported us with 1,000 buccarinos. They got consulting for you about your goals when it comes to nutrition and workouts. You can get all access consulting, or just the diet, or just the workout. You can call them for whatever you want and then chat a little Warcraft in between workouts or the recipes and diets. TheScaleTippers.com got you covered for whatever you want to get your body ready.
Опять там голых мужиков показывают
And as I said, I'll be
на трансляции
so Remo and I
Back to Warcraft.
go on a banana boat together in July.
Oh, hell yeah. You better wear a helmet, Neo. I've seen some nasty accidents there.
Dude, what harm could possibly done to this head that's not done already?
I always wear a helmet. I wear a helmet everywhere I go.
You're not wearing a
Me
helmet on a
too.
cast.
No. of
Go to
course
the
not. I can't-
bathroom, take a shower, put the helmet on, you know, it's slippery.
Yeah, exactly. You never know.
Remo might not wear shoes, but he takes his helmet everywhere he goes. Just takes it off for the broadcast.
Helmet sponsorship when?
I wouldn't even know a brand.
Well,
everyone
there's
knows.
helmets, and there's helmets deluxe. Lots of good stuff out there.
If there's a company called Valor that does helmets, we're the perfect case for you guys. Hit us up.
Hit us up.
Neo at back2warcraft.com for more sponsorships that we desperately needs to keep the lights on. And we also have to keep the lights on for w3champions. I think the prize pool looks really good, and Remo tells you to stop. But as we told you multiple times throughout the weekend, we got 30 servers for Warcraft 3. That is 10 times more than Blizzard is able to afford. But with the help of the community and yours truly, Back to Warcraft, we're able to do that. If you want to chip in to support the servers and also the devs and moderators behind this project, go on to w3champions.com. On the right hand side you see Patreon. We got thousands of players on this platform and only 100 Patreons. I don't know about you guys, but that feels damn wrong. The numbers are off.
Spec those numbers up, baby.
There we go. If you don't want to go to Patreon, you can also do it via PayPal, Bitcoin, Ethereum, or Litecoin. And if you're one of the Chinese viewers that we got, there's an Alipay and WeChat payment option. The more players we have, the higher the load on the servers is, and the more we have to pay for them. Would be really great if you chip in if you can, or you just help the team with your manpower or womanpower as well, because we're always looking for more people to help the team, to grow the team, for moderation, for graphics work, for PR work. If you think, hey, that Twitter account looks damn empty, then you're 100% correct. Maybe you want to set up an Instagram account for them, or maybe do TikToks. Hit them up. Sefit is the guy to talk to on the Discord, and if you want to program for them, they're looking for programmers for JavaScript, C#, .NET, jQuery, Rust. You can work with the Stormgate developer Fluxu if you want. TypeScript, Node, and yeah, hit them up. Helping hands are necessary all across the platform, and if you want to chip in to support Back to Warcraft, you can of course look that up at back2warcraft.com/support. Now, we got all games done but one. The grand final, best of 7, is Happy versus Sini, and we're about to kick this off after a little break. at the w3champions final season. 13 is about to end. It was 5 awesome days, and now we come to a grand final that nobody expected. If Sini wins against Happy, that might just be the biggest upset in Warcraft 3 history.
It could actually be. I'm trying to think of something else that would be that big of an upset.
Yours versus Fly at WCA.
That's the only thing that came to mind, yeah. Was he the lowest seed in that tournament, though?
Well, I mean, he was a tourist. We all know that.
Yeah.
Creo versus Sky comes to mind at WCG.
That's a little before my time. I don't actually know how big of an underdog he was going into it. Was he that big of an underdog?
He was retired already. Came back from retirement.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
I guess kind of true with Yaz a little bit, too. I mean, he was grinding a lot. I remember those days of Yaz. He was playing a lot of netties at the time and streaming a lot, but was still semi-retired. He was almost like, I would say as active as like a Todd would be nowadays with just grinding on stream. Except there wasn't 4v4 back then.
Я не про, так я тоже не про. Господи, что там прикопку не нажать, одну кнопку? Одну кнопку же нажать надо.
So we have seen Sini versus Orc that looked really good, and Night Elf Mirror, damn strong against LawLiet. Now versus Undead. What's possible versus Undead for the breakout performer of the season?
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, he saw what worked for Foggy.
Значит, надо было мне кипера брать.
Yesterday, so he's got some tape to study, and Happy didn't look unbeatable in the matchup. So I mean, Sini, he's probably gonna have a different approach, I would imagine. The only thing that I'd say isn't going his way is obviously he's an Orc player and a Night Elf player, so he's good in Night Elf Mirror for that reason, as you should be, and also good against Orc because he understands the Orc side of things quite well. But for Undead, how much practice has he had? How well does he understand the matchup?
Хотели посмотреть, кстати, винрейт какой у Сини против Хэппи. Хэппи, статистика, Сини, Сини. А какой никнейм у Сини?
In our broadcast, and that slide is absolutely empty. Apparently, if our stats are correct and not bugged, which I think there isn't, it's the first time ever.
Damn. I would have expected like a show cup or something. Some weird, maybe a TED Cup or whatever Happy's playing in Asia nowadays. I'd figured they would have crossed paths at least once. Because Sini, it's not as though he's new. He's newer. But he's been around for years now at this point. Like, he's been a name for quite a while. Very surprising.
Я не знаю, какой никнейм у Сини, поэтому мы не посмотрим, мы можем только здесь глянуть. Вот так, Сини. Хэппи. А что-то нету. Не понял, подождите. Что за Синий? Кто это такой вообще? Где его брать? Нету игр, получается. Нету. Между этими игроками нет и записанных игр. Только в ладере можно посмотреть.
Obviously, it was the second hero in almost every game except for the 2 Panda games. But did he go Demon Hunter first one time, was it, yesterday? I would expect Sini to do it at least 3 times and then maybe throw in the occasional keeper. Will he play Warden?
Наличные.
Warden at all?
Кто это?
If we see something like a...
Кэш, это кэш, наличные.
Uncharted Waters, that's what it is. And we got a €50 donation by LawLiet. Greetings from Quebec, Canada. Hope you guys enjoy the day. First but not last donation. Been watching for a while. Thank you for the amazing content. As always, hope to meet you guys someday for drinks and tales. Merci, Monsieur Nelson. Carson, can you meet up with this guy? You're in Canadian land as well.
Yeah, Canada, we're all neighbors over here. It's a very small country,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I'll be over there in about a 4-day drive to Quebec.
By bike?
Yeah, I mean, I don't drive, so yeah, I'll have to bike over there.
All right.
Thank you, Nelson. I'll get my mom to drive me. It's fine. I'll see you guys.
Mommy, can you take me to Nelson's? That's awesome. Thank you. Also to Connie B2B for the sub, Hyasis, Ekmagrov, Kalashnikov, Damn Zam, Burning Blades, and CKN4. And we are ready for our grand final. Remo Demo, Master of Ceremonies. What are the maps that we're playing on?
We have a 7-map
А чё не играем?
result here. Last Refuge, Titanhunter,
1300,
Springtime,
1400
Northern
ММР.
Isles, CH, and Secret Valley would be number 7. Staying mostly standard, except with Secret Valley here, sticking out towards the end.
Alright, the tail of the tape, of course, not telling us too much. Quite a short tail. 0-0 in matches between each other for the first time ever. Happy and Sini are clashing. Happy is still the clear favorite. He might have lost that number 1 spot in the Edo ranks due to his loss to Fish in the Human Mirror in the Weekly Cup. But 82% versus Night Elf? That's insane. Sini sitting at a 53, still above average, but that's a Hercules task now for the Chinese. If he can do it, it's a huge upset. Happy is the
Не понимаю, где эти игры-то были? Как посмотреть, где эти игры были? Матч History нету.
We're all expecting the Demon Hunter. Is that the way to go? Demon Hunter immolation, super fast creeping.
А, типа надо сезон выбрать.
To go up against the undead in the late game. Happy expected
Начали.
to play what he's been showing, and that's pretty predictable tier 3 triple hero kind of stuff, and really no expansions unless he wants to surprise us.
Yeah, I don't think so. He'll just play what he's most comfortable with, I guess, and that's the norm.
Чё, какие ставки, ребят? На какой счет ставите? 3-0, 3-1, 3-2. В чью пользу?
So expected. You think he's getting nervous, Sini?
He kept his nerves together really well. The semi-final was a perfect opportunity to get those nerves flustered, but he kept it together nicely. I think he counts it as a victory already. Honestly, I think he's just riding on a high right now.
I agree.
Doesn't mean, though, that you can't still get owned by Happy.
That's 100% true. I think the biggest goal first is not getting embarrassed. This has been done to many players in the history.
Ваши ставки, господа.
And then maybe, you know, win a map would be a success as well. But it's a long way till then.
Ай.
Well, it was fairly successful. Immolation couldn't really be used for the first camp, but can certainly be used here for the second for an easy level 2. This is, I think, really the biggest strength of the Immolation Demon Hunter nowadays. You can just creep level 2 so fast and possibly even level 3 if you're left alone. We can see Happy clearly behind.
А, кстати, да, тут же да.
Also gonna be important.
Играют-то до 5 побед.
So does Happy. That is perfectly on
Или не до 5 побед. 8 написано. До 5 побед играют. 5-2. 5-2 в чью пользу? Как я понимаю, в пользу Хэппи. Так, такой уверенный счет. Прикольно Хэппи крепится. Долго, правда, и Кайлыси потратил, еще молотки получил.
When life gives you lemons, just surround the rock golem. That was the perfect opportunity here to make use of an unfortunate situation, and Happy gets a sick experience boost. You're talking about the immolation creep capability, but that is the most backfiring Wand of Illusion I've ever seen on Last Refuge.
Yes. How many games has Happy won with that item at that same spot? And now, he's the master of the Wand of Illusion and just knows how to use it even though his opponent is using it. Okay, that's already a little rough for Sini, but not an
Сейчас, наверное, магазин будет забирать Хапач. Ну, чисто артефакты выбить. Нет?
I was about to say.
Странно.
Scourge Bone Strike.
Знает
Full
же,
base, is that a
на
good idea?
Калитом видел, где крепится. То есть было время реально выбить артефакт на шопе оппонента. Сюда бежит. А смысл? Арчерку одну убить.
Don't want to surround that Demon Hunter. That would not be prudent. Going after the archers instead. It's level 2 aura, by the way. No coil level 2.
Expecting the burns, I guess, and Aura, of course, works without mana as well. Trying to go for more.
Ну и вот смысла вообще никакого не было в этом. Бежать через всю карту, чтобы убить одну арчерку. Ладно, тролля еще окружил.
Yeah, I think he went aura here mainly to get
Вот это уже неплохо.
helps the ghouls a lot in the early stages, gets that kill, and
Ну, то есть, ну, это же не стопроцентный вариант, что ты приходишь и окружаешь этого тролля.
at the boots, but that's also what helps with the aura. You have almost the same move speed as the Demon Hunter, I believe. Naga second joining on both sides. But Happy's Naga sort of exposed here without the DK support.
Not too much mana to work with on the Demon Hunter indeed. Is there boots? I don't
Ой,
think so. Aura
на.
kills in,
Хорош.
kills in.
Кстати, койл первого уровня, если
Double
что.
kill, and honestly,
Эпи
as long as
специально
there's no creeping
прокачал
happening,
ауру
I think the same as
вторую.
Happy. Those frenzy ghouls will be very strong if the Naga is low level in the later stages, and Happy is coming
Надо
up.
Димку
All
окружать,
guns blazing
пробовать.
here on
Нет?
map one. Oh, and the next round, that level 2 aura. Getting some mileage in.
Sick. Perfect game so far. Nothing going wrong for Happy at all. Tier 3 tech queued. Sini is trying to play this with Dryads. Little foggy-esque, I guess. Naga of Happy is hurt, but yeah, what can this Demon Hunter really do? He can bully a little bit, but no mana burn, no immolation.
Сейчас будет моноберн и сдохнет Нага. Нет? Нет.
Gets the burn off there just in time. It's level 2 aura, working quite well. Oh, and he has the ritual dagger as well to heal up a bit more. Standing smack bang on top of a sentry though. Even goes for the boots, right? Yeah, boots late on the Naga is going to give her much more survivability. She's now super fast.
Пилочку сбил. Иллюзии.
I like the confidence. He's not backing down. He's not getting intimidated, at least. But he has gotten the shorter stick so far.
I know that feel. Tier 3 is about to happen for both of them. So we want to play the advantage of Orb of Venom and play Bears later. But yeah, many losses. These ghouls have had a great impact. But now, there's mana again, and that's immolation against the surrounding.
Да, давай, окружай.
I made that mistake yesterday against
Такая
Foggy,
боль.
noticing, whoops, that's a Bernie boy.
Also PCG.
Прикольно, через эмуляцию, короче, и через моноберн играют теперь.
Instincts. When Happy has the opportunity to surround anything, he just goes for it.
Ну, так, в принципе, грамотно, потому что, что там, Койл Нова все равно влетает с форки, там, в Димку, типа, промахи, нафига ему. Кайлом же не промахнешься. Новый не промахнешься. Стрелка, конечно, от Наги может промахнуться Нага, но она довольно быстро стреляет. Да-да-да, главное, что его реально и без ну, с уворотами, без уворотов все равно это сложно убить. Зачем тебе увороты, да, если тебя никто не бьет под эмоляцией? Ну, если ближнего боя. Индыт, конечно, будут расстреливать.
But now we're not about fighting, we're about creeping the next red camp. We need something good here for Sini.
100%. Unholy Aura would be great. Kafka's Pipe, of course, also not too bad. Messes up the block a little bit, so it's a second attempt while Happy is just blowing through. Claws plus 12 will be a nice welcoming gift for the inbound Lich.
Remember, this Demon Hunter has less evasion than normal. Gets also battle drums. Okay, bonus damage always good. But I'm looking at this army and like GSP, I'm not impressed.
Хэппи выиграл вчерашний матч, ну как видишь, он в финале.
Kind of surprised that Sini is still alive at the 10-minute mark. That's the first success after this early game that backfired to a degree. But yeah, this bottom left-hand side, the production tab of Happy, that's scary. Frenzy, Destroyer, Attack Upgrade, Lich, Orb, it's all coming together so nicely.
Или где-то успел барабан выбить.
TK at the shop, waiting for a heal scroll, perhaps.
Got an orb. Yeah, heal scroll it is. Not bad to have. Also, mana stone on this demon hunter. Still not level 4 though.
Did manage to climb to 50 supply here. I thought it would take a bit later. Longer, I mean, but alright. He's got his bears, he's got his dryads. Happy continuing to creep. Of course, the triple hero for him scales amazingly. DK is already so strong. Dude, he is a good bit beyond level 4 before the first real fight, which is crazy. Goes to show how good this early game was for him. Naga and Lich for Happy, not so level, but that can change later on. And the thing is, every single level up for Happy here will be a huge one.
Off we go to the first real fight, I guess. Demon Hunter position is okay, but the Naga on a powder! Staff was on her, and that is, of course, a prime target. What's up with all the Night Elves losing their heroes in masses today? This is child's play for Happy.
Что-то как-то начал, да? Или все плохо начал. Видимо, и закончит тоже плохо. Макларен, Формула-1, GTR. Ну, с такой скоростью... Пишет GG. Oh my goodness.
Pretty easy peasy, but I mean, Sini makes it to the 11-minute mark. He's gotten.
Асин забыл, что у меня на втором мониторе КС еще открыто.
Awful early game, so maybe.
Как успевать за всем?
Clean up the early game a little bit. He's got lots of maps to
Там
work
игры
with.
интересные.
Maybe an opportunity. The Demon Hunter did look a little bit underwhelming. And Happy's probably not going to go for a fast expansion anytime soon. Is the Keeper the right choice after all against Happy?
Maybe Foggy was right, or maybe a mix of both. Sini will probably not have forgotten how to play the Keeper. He also has the chance to go for mass air and expansions himself. The Night Elf toolbox versus Undead is filled to the brim. I wonder what he unpacks for us here on the next map, which is Tidehunters.
This is, well, it used to be a great fast expansion map for Undead. But maybe with Immolation now, this is just unplayable. Maybe it's just not doable anymore. Tier 2 Expo maybe, Tier 3 Expo maybe, but fast expansion may be a thing of the past. If it is a Demon Hunter indeed. Which I'm expecting. This is a good Demon Hunter map. Lots of easy creeps, easy level 3, lots of items. Why not?
Alright, we'll see what we're getting at. Map 2. If this is the 2-0 for Happy, that's quite telling. Away we go. Sini upper left-hand side, Happy bottom right-hand side. Yeah, that's the big question for the Undead expansion or not. And the big question for the Night Elf is what hero this is gonna be. I think you can creep too well to not go for Demon Hunter. Keeper it is.
Oh, really? Okay. I wonder which style Happy prefers to play.
Сколько у Фоги
against.
наиграно, конечно, с хапачом.
I think he's probably the only guy who prefers to play against Demon Hunter nowadays, because it means one base, almost every time. With the Keeper, of course, there must be a second
К нему
base
готовился, наверное,
attack
еще.
happening rather early, and through economic edge is normally how Night Elves beat Happy. And, well, he'll find out quite early.
Alright. He sees the Wisp, that's already a little bit telling. Maybe Sini can just go for some craziness, you know? Tier 1 expansion right before the tag, just super greed. Or he thinks, okay, I can do this better. This early game was messed up. This will not happen again, hopefully. Let's play it straight up. But I like that he's switching something up. Just to have a different rhythm for the rest of the series.
Something that we saw in the past, in fact, something that might be in Happy's memory. In DreamHack, when he played against the Night Elf of Spiral, Spiral got a fast level 2, ran across the map, killed an Acolyte, forced the tech cancel, and expanded in the meantime himself. Bit of a risk. If you get caught, you waste your time. But maybe some risks you do have to take. It seems like Sini here is not playing aggressively right away so much. He's just creeping up the natural with a nice pull. And Happy is going for a possible expo, although normally this is just a fake expansion.
Yeah, in 90% of the time, that's true. Sini still has to scout for it and get ready, and he is getting ready because he's going for that Huntress opening. And Sini, I know you play a little bit like Foggy, but please don't forget the rally point.
Coil secures the level 2. Expansion tech costs the same amount of lumber for the undead. And knowing Happy, it's gonna be the tech, right? Yeah. Okay. Tier 2 coming up. But as long as Ziggurat's there, especially if it's upgraded into a narrow...
Поги там в далеком 2010-2011 году, когда Хэппи вернулся в Warcraft, сидел там, ловил его на Battle.net, стрим опалил. В попытках обыграть. Сейчас, наверное, Фоги не хочет даже, наверное, играть с Хэппи. Типа, сколько времени прошло, а так все и не научился обыгрывать. Один раз, по-моему, за все время, да, Фоги обыграл? Столько времени уже прошло. Когда Хэппи нет? Хэппи вернулся, по-моему, не в 10-м, не в 11-м, позже. Когда Хэппи со Старкрафта пришел в Warcraft снова, я что-то забыл. Так, ну, должен быть эксп и драконы. Каждый пытается сыграть в стратку Муна. Мун придумал такую тему. Ну, по крайней мере, я увидел впервые это у Муна. И мне кто-то вроде рассказывал. Или я увидел у кого-то другого, а мне кто-то сказал, что типа ты чего первый раз ты видишь? Мун давным-давно так катает, Мун давным-давно это придумал.
The green murlocs. In the meantime, he could have just crept the natural and then expanded on the spot. This looks like a big creep route mistake to me.
Maybe a little lost in the middle, maybe some evasion creeping to fool Happy a little bit, because Happy will not expect this either, but Happy will sooner or later find this tree and is going for it. But yeah, Happy seems a little lost as well without most information, sent some skeletons out, and now he finds it.
Разведка.
Nice timing. Cancel here, and Ziggurat / Nerov also taken out. Happy reinvests the gold and the lumber into a tier 3, so this didn't cost him too much in the end, but some resources were lost. Happy sees the
отменять. А скелетики-то... Ну там висп висит, но вряд ли он отменит одним декой со скелетами.
And Frostmourne is gonna do some damage on it. We do have one wind, and the Demon Hunter is coming as well, but you need a lot more than that. Entangle Surround would be gorgeous, but there is a staff against that. Happy is prepared for all eventualities.
Lich on the way. And anti-air.
Nature Blessing.
Gargs could actually be really good here. No archers to be concerned with there. Against Huntresses, also Gargs famously amazing. But Happy not so much of Gargoyle play, of course. And now it's time to creep. Happy's waiting for his tier 3 to finish, and then the hammer will fall over at the natural. Like it did back at Minas Tirith, where the forces hold this time.
It was about time for a Lord of the Ring reference after using Star Wars first. I was a little disappointed in that, Remo. Had to wait for map 2 for that. Demon Hunter creeping, absolutely necessary indeed. But Happy skeletons, they're just everywhere. First ferries are coming immediately. Not even one hippo, right? No, just straight into ferries.
Yeah. May want to make one here for the archer. Great items on the Demon Hunter, by the way. Ring and Rune Bracers are very good for the late game. What happens? Blasting through his mana. Whoa, he is really blasting through his mana to get these items here in the creeps. One of the wind. Oh, that's so good. If you can Cyclone the Demon Hunter and there's no wisps close by, This could buy him such valuable seconds.
Wonder how much value these hunts will still have. There are fiends, they have good damage against them. Or the number one priority, the ghouls. To keep the
Подождите, а
ground
где
safe.
экспанд у
Next
эльфа?
item for the demon, Wand of Illusion, also very good.
А,
That
вот он.
expansion is coming together now, but the clock is ticking. Happy is at tier 3, and you know what that means.
Того, что просто оранжевая точка, не видно было, что рудник оплетается.
More units pick up the orb, and it's gonna be go time here in just a bit. Around the
Ой,
same
арчерка
time,
очень
perhaps,
долго
the
будет
tangle is
ковырять.
finished.
Так этот гнол сейчас выиграет эту арчерку. Он себя хилит еще.
Keeps on creeping. He is gonna be level 3. And he needs that level 3 very, very badly. Big mana potion for him. Might be a sell. And yeah, production. Where's the
А,
production?
гнол, говорю, это не гнол, это мурлок.
Supply.
Needs to ramp up, but he's broke. Might even sell the big mana potion here. As good as it is on the keeper, he needs the gold. I wonder why Sini wasn't going for a keeper harass in the middle. Maybe he wanted to play the creeping game with hunters. Maybe he didn't feel comfortable without a staff of teleportation that Happy snagged up. But usually that's necessary.
Didn't buy boots in the demon.
Апачи делает в атаку. Блин, у Хэппи все хорошо. 3 финда. Опачки гулей. Экспанд только начал добывать. Барак не перекопан. Арба есть. Нагу взял. Артефакты на личе очень хорошие. Плюс 23. Я говорю, этого Мурлока не убить. Я уже думал, что это Димка умирает. Открыл новый форки-то, оказалась иллюзия. Тогда получается забайчено. Хантресс и мусор против финдов. Против новой, против дестройеров. Даже гулей не убил. Не говоря о финдах. Тут вообще изявая. Просто изявая. Таймингово пришел и изи побрил. Шанс. Кипер умер. Нет, телепорт есть. Ну ладно. Смотрим на лимиты. Падает экспанд. Улыбаемся.
Yeah, man. You made a Star Wars reference before. Let me tell you, this is not a new hope. This is just the Emperor or the Empire striking. Yeah, man. GGG. 2-0 for Happy, just 2 maps away from a hat trick at w3champions finals.
А можно другого соперника?
And that sometimes makes a difference. Also, there's an important point that Foggy was doing something
Это
that
уже
he did
всё.
not attempt to do, which is maybe hard because there's lower air count when you don't go for the Hippo Riders, you just go for the Huntresses. Foggy would always go for a push into the main base, just one, and burn the TP with the push into the main base to try to buy a little bit more time. You just need that extra 30, 40 seconds because you need to try to get up to 55, 60 supply before Happy's pushing you. If you're even supply 50 versus 50, Happy's just going to stomp every time. There needs to be a little bit more time bought or a little bit earlier of an expansion, which of course it was late and then it had to walk over and then it wasn't even saturated for a while. And that makes a world of difference, especially against Happy.
Yeah, this was really rough. It's just always a little slower than the top tier night elves. We can't forget this is top seed versus bottom seed. There's quite a big discrepancy when it comes to ELO and MMR and everything. It's just been a miraculous tournament for Sini thus far. Huge surprise that he's even in the grand final. It is a big success that he's in the grand final. But man, Happy is not underestimating him. He's not making fun of anything. He's just slaying. As Happy does. And so far, Sini can't find a way out.
Happy looked a bit vulnerable. Maybe perhaps just more than just a bit against Foggy, where definitely there were opportunities laid open for Happy to be beaten. But here, as long as the tournament goes, as so often with Happy, he is really coming into his own. And well, I don't want to be a Debbie Downer, but he almost looks unstoppable. He's got that aura again.
Yeah, that was not there yesterday. Yesterday was a little flawed, a little shaky here and there, but today, dude, from minute 1 on against Sock up until here, he's undefeated on Championship Sunday. And that's always a good thing if you want to grab the title in the end. Our community doesn't really care and continues to contribute to us. Thank you for the subs. I hate this nickname so much. CJM, JMM, 2006. I do like your sub though. 23 month. Thanks for all the content. A Heron, 27 month as well. Let's go. And Casol with a 10 month.
Io, to you as well. Yeah, one thing I'm just thinking about now that Sini didn't really do in that last fight, it feels like he kind of gave up a little bit. He didn't prepare at all. Like, you'll see the top Night Elves getting maybe an invis pot, going in for the initial mana burn. The boots was mentioned by Remo as well. But just setting up the fight a bit better. Burning, staffing out the Demon Hunter, healing up, coming in, burning again, maybe use the potion vulnerability, staff out again, and then only engage when you absolutely need to save the tree. As much, like, again, 30, 45 seconds, a minute, that makes a difference of winning the game and not. Sini just didn't buy any time, had a late expansion, and also just directly engaged in immediately. Those are three big mistakes that are actually like kind of elementary with the strategy, I want to say. Like, these are obvious things, but Sini didn't do any of them, honestly.
All right, we're trying to get the game on the road. Maybe Sini has some connectivity issues, as it happens recently. Restarting, it's all be good. This is, of course, not the end of the program here at Back to Warcraft, as Remo pointed out before. TED Cup is starting. Tomorrow is the qualifier, so we take that day off. But on Tuesday, we're back already, as Ted, good friend of ours, invites us to the games. We gladly accept that invitation. $3,600 on the line there, as we will see the best players in Asia. And also Hawk and Happy in that tournament. And it's going to start every day at noon Central European time. We get Hawk, Fortitude, Sock, Lin, Focus, Soin. Labyrinth is back after unfortunately not having the time for the season finals. And Moon, Colorful, Kaho, LawLiet, 15 Sway. And also Sini invited there, not even having to go through the qualifier. And now we move on to game number 3. Happy is already halfway there. One hand on the trophy, the virtual trophy, I guess. Can Sini find a way back and at least win a map to start a comeback? Let's join Autumn Leaves. So is it gonna be a keeper again? Is the big question. Or will he go back to a Demon Hunter as he played on map 1? So far, Happy has no need to change anything. Everything goes according to plan. This is something that Twitch chat oftentimes says, every time same strategy. But yeah, against this Nihilif, if he's not threatened with this timing at tier 3, why would he change anything up? It's so strong, and he executes the timings so well. Sini not going back to the demon. It's keeper time.
Yeah, indeed. In this matchup, I think it's going to be a little bit harder for the Demon Hunter to really creep as crazy as we see sometimes in other matchups. Which is why I said that I think this is the matchup where the immolation is actually the least impactful. Because what the Demon Hunter, for example, loves to do is go to the shop, creep that whole camp, get level 2, pick up 2 items. That's a fun start. But Undead will always harass this, will always get at least 1 last hit steal with a coil. Maybe even 2.
О,
That
Кипер.
makes the Demon Hunter opening already a lot weaker on this map. Of course, you could just
Кипер первым героем.
that does not give you level 2. Instead, it is the keeper, it is the tried and true. And with that, once again, we know pretty much what's coming, don't we?
Exactly. Sini, this was a sweet Cinderella story. So far, it turns into a horror movie, though. Not the crazy 4-minute games just yet, but also not the greatest competitive series thus far. I wonder what's left in the tank. Is he already deflated? Is he already demotivated? Or does he know what to improve upon? It's kind of hard. If you have never faced Happy in a competitive match, of course they have met on ladder, but ladder Happy is still a level below competitive Happy. If you've never experienced competitive Happy with his crazy timing and with no mercy gameplay, And that's tough.
Starting off with some amazing items here on the Keeper of the Grove. Double Circlet and Claws, absolutely wonderful. Early game, mid game, late game, whatever. But Happy has also very strong items himself. Sold the TP, doesn't see the need, gets a fast level 2, and some great items for the Lich later on. And now looking for perhaps an expansion cancel. Would take us around any day, but for once the Keeper is able to slip out.
Yeah, as you told us yesterday, move across in the semi-circle against the tree line. Did exactly that. Thank you, Snog, for the 10-month resub. Thanks for all the good work. Keep it up. Okay, we do. There is an expansion now, a lot earlier than on Tide Hunters, but oh boy, is Happy ready.
Dude, the Skelly Scout. I mean,
so good.
Seems like it's just every time he sees everything. Of course, the Skellies are made for that, but also to have the speed and the presence of mind to pull it off. It's a different story.
Yeah,
this is gonna go down. Oh, missed the coil.
What?
Oh, what happened? Can you believe it?
Here we go. Yeah, this skeleton scouting, that's not something that's like super extraordinary on paper because it doesn't require much micro or anything. This is something that everyone could do theoretically. It's like select a unit and send it somewhere, right? But to have the vision and do the consistency to always learn from what the skeletons are seeing, that's just nobody else does it like him.
And it also shows great game sense by him. He knows where he has to look, right? There's like one or maybe two spots on the map he can check for, and always he sees where the expansion is, when it's coming up, when he needs to know. He also scouts the, army movement, creeps, and so on so often. It's very, like, from an observer perspective, it doesn't seem that weird, but place yourself in a game 10 minutes in and try to guess where the opponent is.
Yeah.
Some people can do that really well. I horribly suck at that, so, it's harder than it looks.
Well, soon you're playing Night Elf, then you get Ultra Vision Wisps on the map. It's gonna help you. Maybe you can play Potom with Owl, that's also helping a lot with that. You'll improve, I'm sure.
Plus 400 free MMR, let's go, baby!
Ridiculous. You're gonna get wrecked.
Please.
Yeah.
Don't know if you ever played Night Elf before. I mean,
You'll
if
never.
your buddy, your good friend, Florentine Villas,
Привет, Василий.
taught you anything, then that Night Elf is the way to go.
Well, he
Там
also
деда
told me
имба
that
получается.
houses can't burn, so I'm not trusting him too much.
Well, what about a house of stone, buddy?
Жесть, он всех убил.
That's right. He must have read that story.
Он
of the
всех
Wolf of the King
убил,
a few times.
всех
Smart man.
убил.
Oh, smart man also Sini trying to find a way to force Happy back, who has a staff and will see his economy threatened a little bit.
There's a backup acolyte here, so no opportunity for an easy big play.
Oh, don't
I
get
think
surrounded.
ghouls don't get one shot by Entangle anymore nowadays.
Имба.
As long as they're on light.
Oh no, the Expo, the troll. Ah, saved. Okay, Demon Hunter needs some levels and some items and more gold for the mass AR to work.
Насколько поздний эксп? Опять Т3 доделывается. Он сейчас опять придет, экспанда и не будет. Экспанда просто не будет. Димки негде качаться, арчерок нету. Можно выходить.
Solid block with the treants, but of course there was a counter up with the skeletons on the left-hand side. Nova is ready. Burn a little too late. Uh-oh, is that just a Demon Hunter kill? Oh no! Oh, close! Demon Hunter dies
Don't
first.
tell me.
That means experience.
Нейтрала добили.
He's so good. Creeps deny the Lich, and so it's only experience for DK and the Lich, of course, and zilch for
Это
Demon
забить.
Hunter and Keeper.
And even disregarding the experience,
Лечу и первого левела нормально идти в атаку с арбой.
much better for
Ну там
Happy
ли...
Hunter, who needs to level desperately.
Как ее?
Not having the circle
Нага
of
еще
Hunter,
будет первого уровня со
probably a
стрелкой.
mistake here, but I
Но
guess
мы
it's-
набернуты, кто будет делать на 100, на 150?
But,
Некому.
at the end of the day, Happy again looking strong. In a very good position here.
Heroes are back. Yeah, it's kind of unfair that even if Happy loses something, he's winning in the end. Engine of War is in position for the creep. There's not much army to work with. Sini's at a lousy 27 supply. Where's the air? Where's the army? Needs it very, very, very soon because Happy full throttle positioning himself for a push towards the expo again.
Dude, this timing might hit before he's actually mined anything. And he already expanded on the spot. Happy is just so damn crisp, dude. Picks up the orb, he laid the orb so he can produce more in the meantime. Just gets the orb, joins the lich for the last camp, gets to level 2, gets the item, and here we are. How much does Sini have? 33 supply! Yep. Good luck, buddy.
He needs a lot of luck. He needs a lot of energy.
Реально даже смешно
From
смотреть
chat.
на это.
Dude, how fast is this time?
33 лимита.
insane,
33 на 42.
He wants to win a best of 5
Эльф, ты где?
below the 1 hour mark, that's for sure.
This looks like cheat hacks. Sini must be thinking, bro, this is too early. What are you doing here?
Yeah, this is not normal. There was no losses. He defended that keeper harass with ease. And man, that's a lot of cools.
Yeah, this is like if you were to teach a strategy, you wouldn't even use this replay as a blueprint because you're like, this game is too perfect. This is too fast. Like, this is unrealistic. All right, go for the hero. Desperate play, probably the right call. Try to kill this lich. Not sure if it's working though.
Yeah, a lot of people are asking if we can implement an AI into Warcraft just like they have for StarCraft. We're getting damn close with Happy, that's for sure. Hero kill, game over.
All 3 maps
Yep.
have been... Oh.
He killed a fiend. He killed a fiend at the end. It was pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah, Happy played pretty well there. And Sini, what was that Demon Hunter move across the map though? You need to be creeping, my man. Even if it's a green, just something. You need to creep
Какая-то
that DH
жесть.
immediately. Like, and you have to have that ancient warm position to
Я...
immediately creep the Demon Hunter up.
А
Like,
есть ли
most
смысл вообще
games
дальше
where the Night Elf
смотреть?
wins with the strategy, their Demon Hunter gets out of the altar and immediately creeps a big camp, whether that be the Expo, the Knolls, if the shop is still available, which most times won't be on Autumn Leaves, but just something. You can't just move across the map and lose your Demon Hunter like that. Sini's just not really showing a great understanding of the strategy, really, in my opinion.
Yeah, this might be. I mean, it's a little unfair to say that because this match is against Happy, but seems like Sini's weakness is indeed the undead matchup because he looked a lot more crisp when he was able to play Talons, especially in the mirror and especially versus Orc, where it looked really good. Talons versus undead, though, not that great.
Nope. We have all had big hopes for the range attack against destroyers, but we're never getting to 2-base. We're never getting late game. Happy just brings down the hammer and normally crushes whatever is beneath it. With the exception... Oh, very much fitting with Firelord, by the way. Oh, what was his name? Ragnaros.
Oh.
Foggy, he made it close. Foggy looked so good. We talked about it earlier. There was game tape to study, but it's he needs to get another study group, I think.
Yeah, in another world, we could be seeing Foggy versus Hitman in this grand final. In another world.
One day, Hitman will make it to a grand final, Carson, and this will be your day.
Yep, one day.
Carson, there's also gonna be the day where you realize that we in the Warcraft world, we can't have nice things.
That's true. That's true. Never ever.
Except the wonderful platform that is w3champions. What?
It's segue
Got him.
from just pure depression to... Except, yeah. We're just so happy to be here, though, guys.
Carson, I feel like you're lying, and I give up the duty to praise w3champions. Now, go ahead.
Random heroes. They have 4v4. They have 2v2. They have plenty of
У
cool
вас
features. They have
время
automated tournaments coming soon.
43.
They have hotkeys. They got an admin team that will actually ban you if you're super duper toxic, which is pretty dope.
Who is that addressed to?
Yeah, exactly.
Me, myself.
Oh, you didn't hear it. Yesterday, Todd told us that he got banned. So
Oh, did he? Hey, Todd, I didn't know. Hey, all right. Hands up. Whoa. Didn't know.
careful
Didn't
there. Careful there, buddy.
know. Didn't know. The only thing toxic about Todd is that his favorite movie is The Butterfly Effect. All right, that's the only thing.
Carson will not get over the fact. Oh boy. Yeah, it was a good
waiting
job,
for
Carson. Next season, you're gonna be the next
Thank you.
season. I give up all of the advertisements to you, and I lay back.
Yeah, if I had some notes, I'd be killing it. All right, that's all I'm saying. You know, some
Remo,
notes, a little more sleep, I'm good to go. You know.
Exactly. Remo, what were you saying?
We're waiting
Yeah.
for Sini to join us here again in the lobby. We had a bit of a buggy bug. He's been having some issues with restarting the game, but should be with us in a moment. What's his mindset right now? What's his emotional state? Does he need some support? Can chat help him somehow, maybe?
Well, you know, at this stage, I think all you're thinking is just get one map. Like, I think that's the most positive thing you can say to yourself. Like, don't be like, oh, it's over. I don't care. I give up. Just be like, if I get one map and I made it to the grand finals, that's sick. I mean, even if I don't get a map, I made it to the grand finals, that's sick. But if I can get one map off Happy, people are going to be talking about forever. Because even though, like, last season, Labyrinth, he didn't win, but it went to game 7. And everyone's going to be talking about that. People don't care that he lost Labyrinth. People just care that he went to goddamn game 7 against Happy.
Yeah, that was sick. Too bad we didn't have Labby this time. I guess he was busy. What was going on there?
Yep.
Well, that's a shame. Next time, though, we may see him again because, of course, there's going to be more seasons coming of w3champions until the... wait. Red Giant, White Dwarf? Or is it the other way around with the sun? Yeah, right? Until the Red Giant envelops the Earth, we're going to have new seasons coming up. New seasons already started on w3champions. You can all join. As you know all too well, everybody is welcome. And if you play Night Elf, you get a nice little boost in the MMR. That's an inbuilt new feature for Season 14.
In other words, everyone's welcome other than Night Elves. That's what Remo just said, guys, okay?
Dude, you're so racist.
I'm just joshing around, folks.
Just joking around. It's just yokes.
Well,
Nia doesn't like jokes. He just likes calling people racist. He's the embodiment of Twitter.
well, it also works the other way around. You always gotta look at both sides, Remo. I looked at a side, by the way, while you were spewing your anti-Night Elf hate. I looked at the finals of last season, and Carson mentioned the final against Labyrinth. It was a 3-0 as well in favor of Happy. And then the turnaround started, and Labby was able to get 3 wins in a row. Maybe Sini just takes Labyrinth as an example. Not the worst example.
True, actually, true. We were probably in the same mindset last season, too, and then it ended up being one of the best grand finals we've had in w3champions.
Exactly.
Hope. There's hope after all. The script writes itself.
And
But in this case, we wrote the script. We wrote it, guys. The whole tournament, it's all rigged. It's all fixed.
Exactly. We share prize money with Happy as well. And we have a game. We have match points. We have not 1, but 4 match points in a row for Big Demi. He's catching up in the all-time esports earnings quite a bit, I gotta say, with the results recently. He's currently rank, 11, getting very, very close. Oh no, 14, getting close to the final. That can't be right. Is that right? I thought he would be higher. Anyway, closing in on the top 10, and I should probably shut my mouth and let's cast the game here. Okay, I'm losing Cast the Chicken.
I was really wondering. I was about to say something. I was like, all right, solo cast, weekly cup style, let's go. Jesus.
I was
wondering
checking
if
the
that's
Discord.
actually
I'm
you guys
like,
do.
oh, they would disconnect?
Yeah, I thought
Oh.
I just.
That's like, when
Remo
is
always does
Remo
that to you.
starting? Yeah, Remo always
Yeah.
does that to me. And like, okay, at some point,
Реально
it's even too silly for him. But no, nothing's too silly
тормозит.
for Remo Demo. And of course, I want to be the professional here that's never having fun but takes things serious. And I'm breaking the silence.
We're being all serious today, Neo. What are you talking about? We
Ah.
are. I'm wearing dress shoes below this webcam. Just so
I
you
don't
know.
believe you. You know, lying is a
Well.
sin.
It's because you are an untrustworthy person. That's why you don't trust people.
Yeah, that's exactly what it means. Springtime it is, and the return to a Demon Hunter it is.
He's sticking to the Demon Hunter this time. I was noticing I was about to say sticking to his gun, but it doesn't make sense because he was also playing Keeper. But this time it's a Demon. Let's go, baby. Stack that bad boy up. Happy. Wait a minute. Creeping the green in the middle first. What is this?
Oh. Okay. Interesting.
He wants to prevent level 2 Demon Hunter. Oh. Interesting.
Dude, he has these answers so fast, and I guess Sini's thinking is if I go down in flames, but then oh no, Dispel because he kills the Wisp.
Oh my god, dude. Oh, this is so sick already. And you know what he also has? Ritual Dagger. Deny the Acolyte. Oh, before the arrow arrives! What?
How can you be so cruel? You know, this
how
early
can you
game
be
is
so
so
good?
good. Like
Dude,
the
was
only thing that I can think of is that's just a challenge to himself at this point. Like he knows he's so far ahead in the series.
Yeah.
He knows this early game is super duper mega good for him. And okay, this kid is not challenging me. This is my task now to deny all the experience.
in 5 years from now, when OpenAI and JetGPT have taken over and Skynet style, we're about to be eliminated by the machines, we have one last chance, sending in Happy in a Warcraft 3 match where he plays as perfect as he does today.
Dude,
We have still one chance, folks.
I'm pretty sure OpenAI would develop feelings and would be scared of Happy the way he plays today.
And this Demon Hunter is certainly afraid. That was also a weird creep to go for, to be honest. With no TP, no boots, no level 2. I guess he's taking some risks. Oh, just this tough to watch over here. This is like MTV during daytime hours.
Where'd you get that? That's a nice one.
Финал, да. Привет, Роман.
Yeah, recently watched this show called Mayor of Kingstown. It seems good at the beginning.
Рома,
Everyone
Рома,
knows it's
Роман.
stupid, and it's on MTV. They're still around.
Oh wow, that's incredible. Shout out 90s MTV, back when things were good. Oh boy, that's a creep camp. That's an archer. That's it's a very, very hurt Demon Hunter. And you know what? That's what you get for not going immolation. Wow.
Yikers, dude.
Разгром, yes.
Dude, Happy. He looks like Sini owes him money, and also dragged his name through the dirt because he's coming in here with vengeance.
Oh yeah, that
He's
looks
coming
like
in with the intention of hurting him.
Sini still trying to fight, but this is just Happy is not in his weight class.
That got the Acolyte deny. How sick is that?
Yeah,
Jesus
that's
Christ.
the moment of the series. That's just describes
You
the
gotta get the
series so
surround?
perfectly. Come on, dude. Is that really a question?
Rhetorical question.
Yeah. Or does he even need the surround? He just
doesn't
needs a
need it.
block.
Oh my god.
Because, yeah, if you surround, two ghouls can't attack.
Не знаю, Хэппи с ним делает, что хочет вообще.
Disaster. I
Feel
wonder,
bad for Sini, man.
Победы, да, с
Feel bad
победой
for Sini.
Хэппи. Что тут можно
This
сказать?
is a painful day.
but you know what? At the end of the day, he's wiping the tears with $1,000 and a silver medal of a w3champions finals. It's not the worst.
True.
Опять у него какие-то
Could be worse.
древо ветров строятся. Что он хочет? Что ты хочешь, милый мой?
And you know what? Tier 3's coming. You gotta buy boots though, bro. Like,
You think that matters now? Happy could step
Would it-
away from the PC for like 2 minutes.
it would increase his chances, quadruple his chances from 1% to 4%.
Quadruple. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an attempt to play mass air 1 base tier 3.
No, this is talents.
Talents. Yeah, you think?
Yeah. Okay. Try it, baby.
Well, at least it's cool. At least, you know, it's a little tip to the hat of what brought him into this final, because that was clearly talents. So sending some love to his probably favorite unit, I like it. And then they all die, so I don't know. That's definitely tough love, but we take it.
Yeah, if the Undead slips up with Micro and with Destroyer production, you Cyclone, you know, mana burn stuff, and you can... This is a strat that can spiral if the Undead makes mistakes. Now,
Yeah.
we don't have much reason to believe today that this will be happening, but if there are mistakes, there is a chance.
We're talking about a guy who denied an Acolyte at the beginning of
I
the
know,
game
that was so
after
sick, dude.
he destroyed his opponent just to not
With the
give him.
Ultra Arrow in the air, so he couldn't
25
get attacked. Just lose the region.
Ooh, that talent. They're not. Ah, Crow for. Oh. Ah. Fly. There we go.
Survivor, worth just cost 50 mana.
Okay, that accelerates creeping with Fairy Fire. That's kind of nice. You think Happy is laughing about that talent strat now, or is he just sitting there in the dark, no emotions until the job is done?
I think you know what the answer is.
Yo!
Demon Hunter, still not level 3, still no boots. That is a bit worrying. Look at Happy Dude, he's across the map when the Lich isn't even out yet. Now he is. Picks up the orb. This might be where it ends.
Унижение, жесть. Даже как это комментировать?
This, oh my god, he's not even level 3, is he? Nope. Subi Mask, big mana, also kinda nice. For Happy and Sini, willing to engage without tier 3? Not a good idea.
Is it out at level 4 with the demon being level 2? I mean, what else can you say? Level 2 and 1 on Sini, who's been getting battered. Not just this map, but this whole series. Alright, here we go. Maybe the last fight of this tournament. Going for the Naga once again. Doesn't get the kill this time immediately. And there's a bit of Cyclone to be considered. Only one Destroyer in the air. And we have the talents being morphed against the Destroyer, but there's Web ready already. Naga goes down. The mana potion's there. The
Yeah.
Demon Hunter is still incompetent. And it is game. And once more, Happy, our champion of the w3champions season finals.
The most
Всё,
exciting
4-0.
of course, will stay for game 4, but
Иди финал.
I think the story of the tournament is Sini made it to the grand finals. He had some good games. He has good showings. He upset LawLiet in the lower bracket, who was the favorite to make it to the grand